Oi, oi.
Hello.
You know it's what setting do I have to do, by the way? Like an open.
Okay, so click on the cogs, audio, and under
Yeah.
voice, where it says voice chat team, open mic.
Open mic, perfect.
And then I set the threshold at around 25%. That seems to work well enough.
Cool.
Twisting Fang just resubbed for 14 months.
Thank you.
Night.
In-house night indeed. Last in-houses before Christmas, and then hopefully we're doing a New Year's special. You know, around. Well, I think we got. We'll do another one before the end of the year, where we do the awards and things like that. I hope Ashwin and Area are gonna sort that because they've got all the stats.
Did you kick them out, Bulletproof of what?
Yes.
Yes, night and Merry Christmas.
Why? You know, this is the broadcast channel. I don't even know why we have a second one.
Rambles _ just resubbed for 11 months. In-house hype.
In terms of they're doing an abs labyrinth. There's 4 people, but Mikey's just not in the voice channel.
Weird.
You just doesn't want to talk to them. That's all. So
Very
that's not weird for Rort. If it was anyone else, I'd be like, that is strange. But for Rorty,
Maybe
that's
not
just
Miles.
standard.
Miles would happily. Sign
No, but Miles will always join, but he'll always deafen, so we can tune
Yes,
in and out when he wants to.
No Jones mods just resubbed for 26
Oh,
months.
Elder Troll, already off with the
Thanks
classic.
for your work on Triforce. Keep up the good work. Much love and happy holidays.
Thank you. I wouldn't call what I do on the Triforce podcast work, in all honesty, but thank you for the message. It's very kind.
I look forward to some premium trolling from Bean. Known troller.
I had the displeasure of watching S1 play a POS4 Tinker the other day.
Oh my god.
And he went, no boots, Ags first. But because he was a Tinker, he somehow managed to delay his team losing that game for an entire hour.
My god.
It was
still lose or
They still lost. Oh no, there was no way they were winning. But it was, you know, when like you just empathise with the enemy team just because you've been there. You know, there's a piece of shit Tinker who shouldn't be doing these things, but is just slowing the game down so much. So, Greg,
Oh yeah, go on.
did you finish your essay?
No.
Coward. Coward!
Still have some left to do.
He
Scared of work!
He kept on saying yesterday, "Oh, I'm pulling an all-nighter. I'm gonna have to all-nighter to get this done."
Well, no.
Come 1 in the morning. Come 1 in the morning. I'm finishing watching this game of S1 Tinker that I just described, and like, oh, who's there? Who's there in a 5-stack? Oh, is it Gregory Thorpe?
Was this last night?
Nope.
Who was I in a 5-stack with?
This was with Johnny, you goon.
Oh my god, that was 1. Jesus.
Yes. You were playing with them for like 1 to 3 in the morning.
Good god. I am despairing at the number of the lads that are up until fucking 6 in the morning. Apparently, they were watching, what TV show was it? They were watching?
It was Witcher.
The Witcher series, and it was your Ashwins, your Miles XDs, that group, and then Miles then wakes up at 6 p.m. and carries on with his life. This is not a healthy way to live. This is very bad.
Rorty, I'm impressed by Rorty because he's up till the 5 or 6 a.m.s, and then he's up again at like 10 a.m. and he's just going through his day.
Maybe he never sleeps, or maybe he naps.
Maybe. I think he must be a solid napper. But yeah, Miles. Everyone else can just about, sometimes you just go to 5 in the morning. It's very fun, and then it's miserable the next day.
Yeah.
Miles is a consistent presence.
It's not that miserable the next day. Realistically, you just get up at like.
He says, yawning.
Sorry, you get up at like 12 and you sound. You know. Your own sleep only creeps up on you if you let it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is funny because Miles will just at one point just join the Discord at like 5 p.m. ish some days or 6 p.m. ish, and then he's just going through his day. Maybe.
My God.
And then he's just going through his day. Maybe. Yeah, it is funny because Miles will just at one point just join the Discord at like 5 p.m. ish some days or 6 p.m. ish, And you have no reason to believe that he's only just woken up. He could have been doing plenty of things during the day. But somehow you just know he has literally just woken up and got onto Discord. I fucking love Miles so much.
Look at this. Nev, Jack, B, Notch, Vi. Although it's Knock, isn't it?
No, I don't.
It's
I don't
Notch.
care.
Stob, Sev, Elder, Eagle, Addy. Interesting.
This is a pretty solid set of goons.
It's Team Plumbus against Holy LOLCat, who's asking whether you would like a cheeseburger. Can
Isn't
I
that like the
has
original
cheeseburger?
one?
Yeah, which is just the. I don't think that is the original LOLCat. I don't think so. Maybe it is. But what I hated more than just the random pictures of cats was the butchery of the English language.
I know I think you and I Flax are right in this, but you know those videos or those Instagram stories where people do they're like personifying their dog
Yes.
as it goes about the day, and it's with that fucking terrible, awful baby talk.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it drives me mad.
Yeah. It's terrible, Plague. Do you not? I don't see the little voice symbol, but I definitely turned on my.
Oh, mine isn't
Magillo
turned on.
_
I've got open mic on.
Black.
Team.
Open my...
Mine should be on. I'm waiting to be able
I'm
to
not seeing
mute
the voice.
it.
I'm not seeing the voice symbol.
Hello, 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 hello.
I can
Oh,
hear
whatever.
you in game. I can
Oh, and
hear
there
Oh,
is-
you should mute us then.
I don't think I can. for
Go
the duration of
back
the
to the
draft.
main menu
I
and
see.
right click on us and do mute. I think that works.
Ignore.
Judge Neve just
Ignore is
resubbed
correct,
for
yeah.
16
Really, I actually
months.
just ignore.
Evening all.
So LongCat Kasabi says their team logo was called Happy Cat, which was the first LOLCat. Correct. I can has cheeseburger. First of all, cats don't like cheeseburgers. That's ridiculous. Why would he be asking for that?
I think cats eat fucking
Imamu
anything.
for
Right, but
Keith
that's
just
not their
resubbed for
go-to.
14 months.
It has a command
15
of the
months
English
with leg.
language. A rudimentary one, admittedly. But I don't think a cat is asking for a cheeseburger as their go-to. I think they're asking for something else. Something living that they can torture to death and then consume.
They do rate a bit of tuna, I know that. My cats fucking love
Love
tuna.
tuna. They
My
love
cat's
tuna.
dragged in a rabbit once.
A
Quite
rabbit.
impressive.
A big old rabbit.
Greg, that's not a cat you've got there. That's a cougar.
Yeah, it's like a really fat cat as well, so I don't know how it managed to catch a rabbit.
The rabbit was most likely
Really
very
fun.
sick.
Had been run over.
Yes, yeah. This cat that we have is like fat to the point where it can't jump over our garden fence gate, because if it was to get on top of it and
Where
and go
underscore
off, it would like
banana
break
just
its legs.
resubbed for 4 months. Greg cast poggers.
So
You
we're
should
not
perhaps
allowed to let
stop
it out the
overfeeding
front.
your cat.
It's not me. It's my mum. It's on a diet. It's been on a diet for like 4 years. It just grows.
Greg cast poggers. That's what they said. They're happy to see you
Oh,
here.
it's Where Banana. I don't rate his opinion. He's one of Johnny's lot.
That's Where Banana, by the way.
Where banana is a.
It's
that
not
is-
Where Banana. It's Where
it is
Banana.
actually- I didn't realise it. Well, it's because it used to be. Wow. Okay. Yeah, Where Banana's a big troller, actually.
He is a big troller.
It's a very
For the
big
one
troller.
game I've seen of
We
him, he's a
played with
big
him, I'm
troller.
sure.
Yeah, I think you guys
I've
did.
played quite a few times with Where Banana, and therefore I'm the authority on the.
You
subject
are,
of
indeed.
Where Banana's trolling.
Ogre Chen. Well, looks like they've just given up.
Here we go. I mean, Chen versus Enchantress is like, with the really best of the best, this is actually one of the classic matchups in supporting. It's all about judging how you're going to get your creeps into the battle, who's going to be controlling them more, do you even go for the creeps in the first place, who's going to outlane the other.
Mm-hmm.
For these lads, I see nothing but Enchantress crushing. I cannot see an Enchantress being outplayed by a
I don't think they're
Chen.
going to be against one another on lane. I think. Call me optimistic.
Well, that's why you pick the Enchantress. You pick it to
Yeah,
run it against the
true.
Chen.
But
Because
I'm
Chen has a much longer cooldown and much shitter takeover ability
Yeah.
spell, whereas Enchantress can just bop that shit out straight from the get-go.
I'm
So
just
that is
feeling
why
the
you
Axel
run Enchantress.
The Axel patented POS 5 Ench.
So it looks like it's an all-support game, by the way, which is one of my personal faves.
I see.
Given that these are all basically support players, Eagle aside, most of these lads are more comfortable playing a pos 3 downwards.
This will be Chen core then, like surely.
Yeah, I could see a queue into Dagon kind of life.
I would have thought right click Chen, honestly.
But we also know that Bleak Giant is a fan of the Ogre Magi pos 3. He's not in this stack, but do you think he's impressed his opinions onto others? Do you think other people have taken up the mantle of Ogre pos 3? Because Ogre is a hilarious core.
He's funny. He's good as a mid. I don't like him as an
A
offlaner.
Stobbie pos 3 Ogre.
You don't want him as a 3. You want him as a pos 2. Because he's got to get that Midas, got to get that fucking either like Dagon or Hex or something like that. That's the power. And you need the levels to get the multicast and all that. And you dominate mid with Ignite. You really do.
Oh, that's an Abaddon pos.
Such a good pos. Oh, I was going to say, I was waiting for a Butcher pick.
Well, there's your Butcher pick.
It had to be bloody.
Straight into a Bueno.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's so bad.
Dumpstered with Veno the other day.
Dazzle's
Dumpstered.
not been banned. I actually don't think there's a better support / core than Dazzle.
I love Dazzle. I love Dazzle. You can run him as a mid all day. He's basically a carry.
Dazzle is a brutal support to play as a core.
I'm not sure.
Spirit Breaker as well. Spirit Breaker's not been banned.
I think he'd actually be better against. I think he'd be good on Radiant. I wouldn't necessarily want to play him on Dire simply because they have quite a few ways to fuck with him. Because Dazzle's great when he can just click people, and I mean, against the Dire team, I think he can just slow them and click them, and they have no gap close. If he gets hooked, or if he gets shackled, he's basically dead. And he can't really stand there and fight Enchantress because she's too quick, and she can heal more than he can damage, and his right clicks just suck against her because of the slow. Absolutely dumpstered some noobs today as OD. It was a mega dumpstering. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I really enjoyed those games yesterday. I was
with Redless in the stack? Those are some
I would say Redless is just...
Hey, I love playing. I've always loved playing Dota with him, but yeah, he's a top lad. That was we did the it was Rags Luna. I think it was... Who was it on the Birdman? It was Jake who accidentally edged twice.
Oh, he did it like 3 times.
And then it was me and Redless in the off lane. I went 14, 3, and 16 as Veno. It was ridiculous. Because we had Tree Veno, which is the most brutal lane there is.
Yeah, it's such a different, like, it's so much more relaxing to just be able to, like, play Dota and not really focus. Especially during the lane, it's so much nicer playing with just you and like 3 goons than playing with a full HD stack. Oh god,
it's fun.
But then eventually your skills start slipping. I think if you spend too much time down there, stamping on noobs.
There it is. That is a good pick.
It did have to be done.
I mean, they're clearly stream sniper, but that's fine.
I still think a Spirit Breaker's not bad, but I think nowadays you can argue Spirit Breaker's.
I don't know. I don't know. If you're picking Pudge, I think you could pick Spirit Breaker.
5 seconds remaining.
He does struggle against
Willow.
these
Has Willow been banned? Willow's not a bad little support / core hero.
The real question, FT Silo, is why they picked Veno into Abaddon. That's surely much more questionable.
Very true.
Are you excited for tomorrow, Greg? Are you going to set your alarm to wake up nice and early?
What, for the Skyrim?
Skyrim multiplayer.
Oh my god! Do you know, I actually genuinely sort of didn't think it was going to come into fruition.
Mate, there was no way I was letting Skyrim multiplayer go.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for fucking Axel to just kill me, like. He'll end, because he said he'd fill, he's gonna end up as a mage, and it'll just set me on fire constantly.
Oh, that's a pick. That's pretty much the biggest bit of team fight in the entire game there, Warlock.
And if they play him as a core, now that is someone who scales.
That is a mid Warlock. You get Ags and Refresher. You've got fucking a million a million golems,
Yeah.
and they hit like trucks.
Mm.
I'm on board with it.
Someone in chat asks, is the Skyrim multiplayer mod finally stable enough to play? The answer is probably no.
Yeah, probably.
But my god, we're
upsettingly
going
not.
into it.
Oh, it's gonna be so poor. I can't see it. It's not gonna last more than 2 hours, I doubt.
What, are you mad? We're going to be going the entirety of Christmas, mate. Every day logging into Skyrim multiplayer.
Jesus.
So I'm not going to get any stacks over Christmas. Not
No,
with
I
you,
think
Legend.
Skyrim MP. Skyrim
God.
bloody MP.
God
I think
damn.
because Monty is finally done with DPC tomorrow.
I
From his
will
incredibly
finish my,
demanding job of sitting at home watching Dota all day.
Right.
I'll finish my essay
Um,
too, so I'm free. I'm off the leash.
Then with the Dotes will be back with a vengeance. I love that fucking Warlock scroll. That looks cool as hell.
Yeah, Warlock really has some good skins.
Why did you hack that?
No, I coughed.
Oh right, I thought you were setting up a great joke that only you were
God,
getting.
No. No.
So we have arguably the greatest support player we've ever seen in the in-house is on Chen. We've seen him play core SZW.
A boomerang just resubbed for 8 months.
He's been playing cores the past 2 weeks, and he has been atrocious. He really is a support-only gamer,
I see.
like a budget FD Siler basically.
Who's that?
Sezethwa.
A budget FD Siler.
That is whew, Poundland Siler.
That is rough. Budget FD Siler. I'll never ever forget the Earthshaker Vlad's first.
Who was that?
FD
FD
Siler.
Siler. Oh, to be fair,
he
Greg,
was-
I don't think I'll ever forget your Doom Vlads from the other day. So I don't know. I don't know if you should be bringing up Vlads too much.
Oh, no, it was yeah, whatever, you know.
Oh, hello.
It was better
Jack's
than
got
that,
the
it was better than
fancy
that,
legendary licky tongue. I think I got this the other day. Wait, is this even
This is
fancier
the,
than the
this
one
is
I've
the
got?
TI red version.
Lash of the
Yes.
Lizardkin of the
Oh my
Crimson
God,
King.
That's
think
so
I've got that.
expensive. Holy shit.
Let me have a look. Hold on.
That I will be honest, that Raster Immortal is one of my favourite in the game. To say I really don't play that hero ever, I would quite like it anyway.
Yeah, I've got it. I think. Head.
Well, you did go to TI, so you got quite a lot of fucking boxes, I think.
Yeah,
Right?
I've got it. Is it
Yeah.
tradable?
I believe so. If
You
Jack
have
bought
it?
it'll be tradable. There were, I mean, when I
Oh,
went
it's
to TI, I
100,
got one.
100 quid.
Yeah.
The one I sold was 220 quid. I think it was a Wraith King one
Jesus
from
Christ.
TI7.
Yeah, I got it in a drop because I was there. Like a noob. Oh my goodness!
Bean has
Swing and a
missed his inaugural.
Going for that with no mana regen at the start is a
Indeed.
bold choice.
Also, they're gonna give up 2 runes here.
So it's
Yeah, they fucked this.
Bean off lane, Dazzle pos 1.
That's hilarious.
Mid ench, I see.
Mid Ench against mid Warlock.
Pos
That should be a stomping
or
for Ench.
Venno, I guess.
It should be, but when he maxes the heal, he
Oh, true,
basically
the heal
impossible to
damages.
harass him.
But when he has max heal, Edge should have max impetus. Oh, he's got enchant level 1. I don't know if I agree with that.
Given that there are no creeps in lane.
Yeah, it's a bit
I
it's a
also
bit
don't.
harder to do.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
The max shadow.
I would have
build,
liked
hope.
Nature's Attendance level 1, honestly.
Yeah.
Just to counter this. I mean, you guys tango, so maybe it doesn't matter, but
Is he using it aggressively?
yeah, he was W'd, whereas
Oh, there it is. She,
Very strange.
if she had impetus the hero, I think he might already be dead. He's pretty low, and that's just regular right clicks.
and the other thing is, if you have the impetus, you probably force Stobbie to Shadow Word himself.
Right,
rather than-
exactly. Because I assumed that he would have to. Stobbie's, of course, dealing with 7,000 ping, so... It is a carry Dazzle. I think.
It is. He's got very
It is,
strange
yeah.
start. Bean's just killed his teammate. No, he hasn't killed him. He almost just
Keep
killed
himself.
Notch upstairs.
There it is! Sisethwa picking it up!
Top one.
And they're going to get Notch as well.
Double.
Sisethwa with a double. Ape Chen does it again,
You know what it
baby.
was?
Yeah, it is a
Frost
a
attack. Frost bloody attack from the Ghost.
Yeah.
Maybe the second scariest camp.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate that camp spawned against them. It must be said, instead of like the kobold geezers. Dazzle, of course, going first item, Hand of Midas, before Boots even. I can respect
I
that.
respect that. I would have liked to seen him picking something to help him last click.
Yeah, the Snarl items on Dazzle are a bit interesting.
I mean, this is just like... This
does
is like
look nice.
support items.
Yeah, I would have liked to see a Quelling Blade at least, maybe.
Well, it probably, starts off, and he would have had his little recommended items down the bottom there, and
yeah.
these lads have been trained to follow these guides, no
Well,
matter what.
I would say the opposite, Plague. I berated them endlessly for following guides, and they still do it, is the truth.
Oh, Vi's getting a little low, but yeah. Her heal is, I think, stronger than Warlock heal. Let's check. 27 damage a second versus
When isolated, it would be
4
better,
heal
yeah.
per second per Wisp.
Times 8, yeah.
So yeah, I think it's slightly stronger
Yeah,
on bench.
by a little bit.
32.
And that's at level 1 compared to level 2 Shadow Words.
Oh, the uphill miss.
Get owned.
That was a right clonking in the chops dodge there.
Vi has still so far not enchanted a single creep, continuing to make this enchant skill up completely useless.
Yeah. I mean, even just nick their rangy or something. I don't know. Nick.
I
nick
guess he
something.
wanted it for the first blood if Bean was to land his hook, but alas, that never came into fruition.
Yeah, but then you have to trust Bean to hit a hook.
Hey,
Well,
but
that's not
yeah, I the faith might have been misplaced, but I mean, I might have been hopeful.
God, you think the CSing is bad in a normal game, and then you get 5 supports versus 5 supports, and it's
Yeah.
really
Oh, hello.
dragged.
Purged.
Leave.
So, by the way, I was playing
Check
today
his
with... Who was I playing with
Interesting fight in
today?
the bot lane. Nice.
And they... Oh, God, who was it? Was it Bleak Giant? Picked Veno off lane and took fucking Poison Sting level 1. I was like, what are you doing? Like, we absolutely would have had First Blood. And he's got his fucking Poison Sting. I just don't get what's in the last one. He said, it's for the lane! I'm like, well, I'm sorry. Let's look at Poison Sting level 1. 6 damage per second for 6 seconds. That's it. That is it. Who cares? You're slow as fuck Veno level 1. You have 280 move speed. You hit for 51 damage. That's going to win you the lane, as opposed to galing people and just fucking clicking them. Unbelievable. Look at that. 15 damage per tick for 15 seconds at level 1 on Venomous Gale, and a 50% slow. That's what I'm talking about.
This is a god-awful, miserable top lane for Butcher. It must be said.
Yeah, you can't really kill anyone.
He can't do anything, and his Venom's useless because everything gets purged. It's really quite uber dog shit.
It's almost like
Yes! Jack!
But I can respect the fact that Notch has realised that and has gone to stack.
I hope he's gone to just
this is
farm.
this is better stacking than we see in landscapes. The amount of time
Oh, hello! It's Stobbie versus Vi! Vi wins!
And Fairy Fire is when all the damage is done just in panic.
They don't look at the status thingy. That's how you know that they're like, oh, I had a Veno tick on me. It's like a massive circle with a picture of like Veno's face leering at you, and they're like, I didn't know.
Yeah, it's so
They're trying something on this Chen, but
I believe
Bean is gonna.
it's the problem is Eagle just fucks him up with the slow.
Yeah.
Woo! Notch is committed to a double kill.
Notch is gonna get both, yeah.
That was a beautiful gale.
Oh, the crap!
No,
Oh my
Fairy
god.
Fire, Fairy Fire.
Two fairy fires.
Fairy fires. Oh my god. Oh, the double fairy fire purge at the start, my god.
I don't know. There's no point. They don't listen. The thing is, I'm sure in their heads this is all a good idea and it's really good. But they never use this shit, so what's the point? That's what gets me. It's like if you were using this stuff and pulling off sick plays, but it's like you buy all these fairy fires and they're just optional. Who needs them? Why would I? They're just there for the plus 2 damage, lads.
I have a slight feeling Vi might also be buying a Midas mid.
I don't blame them. It's the poggers.
why not get Midas?
Yeah, I mean, fuck. Just get
None of
Midas
these
and
heroes can
everything.
actually farm, so fuck it.
No.
Midas is.
Yeah, Dazzle's about 600 quid away from his.
Yeah, the real kings of the Midas warfare in the bot lane.
The thing with the top lane though, they could kill these guys on repeat, but the lane has been permanently pushed to the max. To
Yeah,
the point where they can't actually do any killing.
The Chen's
whatsoever.
never pulling. He's trying to now. It's a little
Oh, he's got the speed creep. Look at him go. This is unironically my favourite creep in the entire game.
plus
Every time I
12%
have
move
it,
speed.
it just makes you happy to jog around.
The only time they get kills in the top lane is when. Oh,
What the fuck are you doing, sir?
How did he get owned that bad? That's
oh,
hilarious.
Bean's got a no boots hood, I see.
Stobbie came down here and dropped his rock, and they killed Jack. Kill Nev.
Nev. Oh my
What?
god. Oh no.
Kill Nev.
What? Why has he revealed himself?
Oh my god.
Chen died to Bean as well. The lads. The lads.
He was so close to his Midas.
Do you know that Katy Perry song? Daisies, daisies, daisies. That one.
No.
Oh, it's a belter.
The only Katy Perry song I know is Fireworks.
Okay, so it's this song where she sings about how people are underestimating her or whatever, and you know they doubted her. She's like, small town girl, come good. She's singing about how she's gonna keep going and she's never gonna change. They're never gonna change me till they cover me with daisies, daisies, daisies. But the problem is, it popped into my mind that daisies kind of sounds like gravy. So now I just imagine it. I'm trying to come up with lyrics for a chicken singing, cover me in gravy, gravy, gravy. That's all I've been singing all day.
There's no way the top lane should be doing this well.
Oh, mate, you've got Venno and you've got Pudge excuses. Two of the best heroes in the game right here.
I still really don't think they should be getting
No, they shouldn't.
to do this well. At all. And Bean's pretty hungry for more.
I think he can sense. There's
The Butcher
a
is
Chen
not...
lurk-
The bomb! God. And he's just fucking dead.
Was it a blind
He's
hook?
come out. The fuck are you? Yeah, that was blind.
That was a pure blind hook. That
Bean,
was-
keep me out now!
Notch is gonna die to Shadow Word. Oh, he's Fairy Fire? No, he's still fucking dead.
Classic fairy fires. Don't use them when
Bean's
when they
also
can
fucking
help.
dead,
Wait
actually.
until you
Bongo
have like
bending.
100%.
Some aggressive bongo bending. Oh my god. He got hit by every
Go
possible
creeps,
bongo
get him
put out
creeps! No! Vi coming. Woo!
there. The Witch Doctor could be killable here.
Oh, hello. The
This is
worst
a good-
thing
This is
ever.
a good counter to Enchantress, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Witch Doctor, very. I mean, I don't know if they did it on purpose to deal with Ench, but it's very effective.
Stobbie getting absolutely fucking clipped.
Edge needs to be very careful. Get bongo. Oh my god. That's such a nice bongo.
And he's got
Ench
the
is-
urn
Ench
as
is-
well.
Ench is
Oh my
fucking
god.
Dead. Ench is fucking dead. That was.
I
So-
didn't realize Addy had
Oh,
a.
he's
He
got
can
the
actually
urn,
solo
yeah.
kill anyone.
Yeah.
How's the Razzle Dazzle Midas has been completed and has been used.
What do you go next? I know Sheep goes pretty much straight Hex.
On Dazzle.
Maybe like
Uh,
or 4 stuff
I
in
think
between.
you can make an argument for a Solar Crest maybe. I know
That's
that's pretty.
that's some shit that you do if you want to help someone else. You're a fucking positive.
Get a fucking
You can
orchid.
you can get fucking Aggie with a Solar Crest, brother. Orchid's not a bad shout either, actually.
I think if you get at max level, and if you get an Octarine core, you could probably keep someone hexed almost permanently.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Witchblade. Someone recommends. I would rate Witchblade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Witchblade.
Witchblade's a good shout.
Witchblade's not bad.
I mean, the cooldown reduction is 50%. Alright, so if we look at Hex, that has a 20-second cooldown. So that becomes a 10-second cooldown. 3.5 seconds of Hex. That's pretty disgraceful. Oh, hello! Let's kill Elder Troll using snakes. Look at his fucking tongue! Tongue him! Yes, Jack.
I will say the Witchblade as well, of course.
Oh, hello!
Cooldown.
Being in trouble!
Oh, Bane's fucking dead. They're just playing 4
Look at
heroes
Stobbie
right
microing
now.
the lad. You know Stobbie's moving the lad. This is why Upheaval exists. So that people can cast Upheaval and then click on their ogre and they don't feel their golem and they don't feel like they're missing out. A lot of heal on both teams, but especially on this Dire team.
Abaddon's going Blade Mail first item. I'm not sure I'm too
No,
big a fan on
this is
that
not
really.
good. I mean, the Abaddon build, which is like most of these
Echo Saber.
Echo Saber.
It's
yeah, I
Echo
would've
Saber
thought.
into Manta is the gimmick.
Yeah.
Because your Manta illusions.
Wowza!
I just think Bean's fucking dead.
It's just pure feed.
Just playing 4 heroes in the top lane, and the lads keep going up there to die.
Let's see.
Really
Now Vi's gonna come up here.
Jack doesn't have any. He can't do anything.
Failed you.
Look, if Zephyr gets this Q on Jack, he is dead.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And now look, Vi's rotated top as well for no reason. You're not gonna kill a fucking Abaddon.
Cover me in gravy, gravy, gravy.
Is under attack.
There's a notch
Also,
mid.
Dazzle needs support. Like he can't play in this lane properly.
Oh yeah,
Elder
Octarine doesn't
Troll's
stack. That's right. They took that away. Did you see the clip of Shayna's puck when he had the Octarine just like fucking?
Permanently was phase shifting with the attack.
Oh, it was
into
nuts.
racks.
So yeah, they took it out. God damn.
Very cursed.
Why do the good players always have to ruin everything for the rest of us?
Yeah.
True.
Fuck you, Shane.
Shane noob.
What's the deal with Death Slayer on Dazzle? Is that a thing?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I know it used to be, but I don't know like in what order you'd buy that.
I mean-
nowadays, or if it's just better to get like an Orchid and Witchblade, as you say.
I
would
think
say-
you get Witchblade. You can definitely get a Deso if you're going to be right-clicky Dazzle, but the problem is you are still a Dazzle. So if you get Witchblade Deso, you've got 900 health. Like, you know, you're not a beefy lad, and the only person who can save you with Shallowgrave is you, really. So it's kind of like I think you'd want to have some beef or get a Dragonlance or something if you're going to go down that road. I think so you can keep a distance. I think Dragonlance wouldn't be too bad on Dazzle. Gives him a bit of tank, gives him some more range to get his Qs off. But it is nice because
If
you
you
get
go
the armor
with, like,
reduction.
Dazzle build, you would go Deso, but the power of this lad is he's a casting core.
The Chen army's buddy out in force.
I like the Jack's just fucking casting spells. I rate it.
I agree. He's not directing his wards to attack anyone specifically though. So
No, they're
Shots
just
a bit
chilling.
light to this anyway.
quite,
Oh my god. Get fucking shat on,
the
son.
Midas
Oh, and they
came
killed
obviously
Venom.
as he died.
And they killed Pudge. Disasters all over the map.
Yeah,
That's 4 dead for Radiant.
really rough.
That was a big swing ado.
impressive.
Look at the swing! Look at the swing!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Woo.
I think, yeah, it's just people don't realize how strong these creeps can be.
But the creeps Duchamp.
Yeah, the creeps de Champ. They hit very hard,
Ben's fucking
and they
smashed
get
it.
a massive bonus health and massive bonus move speed. So they will ruin your day if you let them.
The fucking Ogre Frostmage is the least impressive. But the rest of them do 80 plus a click.
Yeah.
yeah.
The Ogre Frostmage, though, I will say, in his defense, there was that one patch where if Doom got Ogre Frostmage, the game was
Yeah.
over.
Why is that?
And because the ice armor was too strong in lane.
Oh.
And at this point in the game,
Yeah.
the ice armor is... I mean, let's see, have a look. Untouchable at level 1, 120 attack speed slow. How much is ice ice armor? 25. But you can put it on your entire team,
Structures are
and it gives you 5 bonus armor. It is genuinely very good.
It's very good. I can't see the micro. Or...
No, he hasn't cast it
Yes,
on anyone yet.
yeah,
If
I
he was good
can't
at micro,
see this
it would be good.
thing, I think.
Bongos. Maledict.
If he just earns him and then ults. Oh, he didn't
Yeah,
earn him. He's gonna live.
I don't know. No, he will do.
He'll live. He'll live. He has to
Yeah,
earn.
he'll absolutely live.
Mate, I was a fucking original Witch Doctor earn buyer. I know my Witch Doctor Maledict statistics.
Ah! It's a battle of the lads.
This still goes Ench's way though, because look, now it's on a timer. So even though Chen steals it back, it doesn't become permanent. It's also why these shit tons of Midases can be quite good, because you will be able to
That's
spell the
true,
Midas to
Yeah,
Chen's
yeah.
creep in a fight.
That's very true. There's so much farm down in this bot lane that's not being used by anyone, and hasn't been for a long ass time now.
Well, I think Citizen Nev, his team is like probably saying things to him. Look, there he goes. He's finally realised there's better things to do,
is under attack.
and he's going the right item. Witchblade.
Use your fucking Midas, please, brother. It's been off CD for so long. Oh, please, Citizen Nev. Come on. Thank
There we go.
you.
So I don't think he realizes that you can use the Shadow Wave to do loads of damage to people. Silas pointing out that there are multiple fights he's seen where he's just never using it. He's maxed it first, so he knows it's good. It is a lot of damage if you have a lot of units around them, but he's just kind of not using it. I think Chen eating the Veno creeps is actually really good. They're good at
What the fuck is
that.
going on in the top lane? They're just fucking
Just get some
sieging.
pushing done.
I guess they're just penalising them for having all 5 heroes in the mid lane.
Jack just not able to control his
Actually
wards.
fucking
There we go.
should.
Someone's told him.
They have lost to tier 2 at 17 minutes.
Yeah, they are. What the fuck is? How has this gone unanswered?
Because
That's
they want
incredible.
this mid. There's the Veno ult going down.
They're not even getting
There's the
it.
Golem.
I think they'll probably wipe them here and take it. To be honest.
No, they're
Oh,
not. They're not killing anyone.
He's hooked a Chen creep.
Look at this. This interest. That's going to be fucking Abaddon's ult pops.
Oh,
They might
Bean's
kill
fine.
Bean.
Yeah, Bean's fine.
Where is he going?
He's trying to ulti Chen and he can't do it.
Ench is gonna fucking.
There we go.
They get the Ench. There it am.
I didn't see the Witch Doctor turn up. That's how
they
you kill
are.
a man.
They are all fucking dead.
Jack is dead. Leave him. Yeah.
Oh,
They're not going to get
Bloodlust.
anyone here. The caster's curse strikes
Bloodlust
again.
Warlock Golem. My lord.
He's a big boy.
Dazzle doesn't have a TP, hence why he wasn't there. Also, he's now buying Witchblade. I'm telling you, this lad is listening.
The Citizen Nev has probably the most criminal Midas usage I've seen in quite.
Nev, use your Midas.
It's a little bit upsetting.
Yeah, he's screen snipe. Screen snipe.
I thought he was gonna walk past that camp, honestly.
Oh, there's the best Dazzle neutral item in the world. Trusty Shovel.
Oh, the
Reduced cooldown on digging.
Yep.
And
Oh.
do like shit tons of stuff.
It's great.
Actually true.
I cling to it until Moneyball shows up, and if Moneyball doesn't show up, I'll often have the old diggy-me-do for quite some time.
And he just smoked mid under the creep wave, interestingly. I don't understand why.
The Death Ward Penitence
smoke.
combo. I'm trying to remember what that is. Can you?
So it'll be the
Oh,
penitence
Tenet's
from
so
Chen
rough. Yeah.
onto whoever's being hit by the death.
Oh, so you penitence the target and the Death Ward attacks more quickly?
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Oh my
it is
God.
absolutely ridiculous.
I think honestly, if Addy just kills Enchantress with the Maledict, Spirit Vessel, Death Ward every fight, Radiant cannot win this game because I don't think Citizen Nev is enough to solo carry. And I
Yeah.
don't think Citizen Nev is the quality of player who can solo carry.
No, I'm starting to agree with that.
Eagle's going for Sanjin Yasha.
What the? God damn. They're just all in each other's jungles.
That's because, so golems are down, so they're just going to wait. And then
Yeah.
go win another big fight.
I just feel like there's stuff that can be done on the map. Like,
I can't
the
believe this
mid-tower
outpost is
is-
green right now.
The mid
Look at
tower is
this
free
shit.
to be taken. The outpost shouldn't. Yeah, it's.
Like this is if they genuinely play the top half of this map now for Radiant. I don't know what Dire do against them. Like this is so much XP that Dire will not get for the rest of the
Oh,
game.
hello!
Oh, let's go fucking push mid on the boys. Yeah, take this fight and go and push mid. The DD on Dazzle is genuinely quite terrifying. To be
Yeah,
honest.
he's very big.
Mr. Underscore he just
Who the fuck's got a? Oh, he's got a halberd on Elder Troll.
All the Chen creeps though, they're doing some work.
Oh, the snakes finally go
Nowhere
down.
near enough.
I don't know, that's a good grave. Clickety
Check,
click.
Not used.
How did that do no
Midas,
damage?
Midas. Yes.
I think it might be
Midas
the
Nev, you
Abaddon
fucking-
shield.
Oh,
Oh, thank you.
I couldn't see it because Ogre's so big.
He is a fat boy.
Yeah.
Ari, I did check in that fight. He had already used the stomp when Pudge was
Yeah.
eating someone out. So although you flame, you know not why you flame. He had already cast the active.
He spaffed his load very early on.
I actually think Nev should get the shard. It's too pog not to get.
What the hex?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Hexa's good. Bean is just having the time of his life in the top lane. I'll be honest, he's enjoying some PvE Dota.
Alright,
Oh, he's eyeing up to Zethwa here.
oh yeah!
Full chat.
You got golems now. Ags golems.
Citizen Nev, thank you. That's my #1 note for this, lad. Just fucking use your minus if you're gonna buy one. Christ. Especially if you're playing Dazzle and the cooldown's that fucking low.
Watching him though, it does make me want to play Dazzle Core. He
Yes,
does a
no, I
lot
know.
of damage.
The hero is so fucking
I love him.
fun to play Core.
Nobody suspicious just resubbed for 2
What am I
months.
playing next?
In-house,
Just out of
in-house,
interest.
in-house.
Check my roll.
You just can't get away with it, because if you lose the game, you'll never ever hear the end of it from the boys. That's just the way the world works.
Notch dead.
Ah, that doesn't matter. That's a Veno's job. If a Veno isn't dead, he's not playing the map well enough. That's all I
How
say.
dare you?
Well, it means basically what you're doing on Veno is you're playing incredibly aggressively with a shit ton of wards down, and sometimes you will die, but the lane you are in is always pushed in, and it cannot be pushed out because killing the wards takes too long.
True.
That is your life.
But what he should be doing before he goes around every corner is dropping a wee snake.
Yes,
Like
it should be.
they should be ahead of you, so you shouldn't really get jumped. Hello, hello. Something's gone wrong. Oh dear, they're all fucking grouping up for it! Oh, this is a
that's
disaster.
So much damage. Holy shit.
Yep,
Yeah.
that is
Yeah, what the fuck
having
is
the
Dota
Warlock
doing?
is.
Oh my god. I just ran in to die for some reason.
Oh, I thought that was a GG.
No, it's just a hand.
Guthers,
a hand?
shut the fuck up. You're not even in the game.
Radiant's
That was the Warlock Axe, the debut, I believe.
Yeah. That is a problem for Radiant. It's what the fuck do they do?
So Ogre has 3.6k. I'm not sure what is. Oh, okay.
Axe.
An axe. Axe just instantly starts buying an axe. Nice.
Oh, they're making the Veno go for the pipe.
That's poor.
He's going to
Goodness.
take a long time to get there.
I think this
I know-
game's starting to look real rough for the boys.
Although wait, if Pudge gets his ags and starts
That's true.
healing through shit, I think he can do a lot
Your
this
word
game.
just resubbed
He's
for
got some
2
squishy
months.
lads to feast on.
Henry
The only
Westons.
problem is this Abaddon who's going to be getting in the way.
Hello.
This is good though. Trying to get a check.
Man!
That's not good.
I no.
Oh look, it's a 4-man.
Yeah.
Oh my god. The
Yeah.
damage.
The
That's a big old fucking bonds into upheaval. Where you going, sweetheart? Get back here.
And it's at that point you call the
Yeah,
game GG.
Jesus Christ.
Holy fuck.
Oh, I love that all Stobbie has to do in these fights is fatal bonds. Then he literally presses up heal and takes his
Yeah.
hand off the key.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Job fucking done.
My thrift rewarded.
Where's Sir Reg making a comment when Sir Reg is garbs?
Eri has pointed out something funny that Citizen Nev wrote that doesn't stop the damage. So they just kept cooking him and
Oh,
it
no.
shredded his
I
team.
think he's right. That's hilarious.
That is so awful. Actually.
But that's not something you just see someone getting gone on and you
Yeah.
just grave them. You know, you don't think this is going to slaughter the entire team.
Oh, that's funny. That is fucking funny. He's pretty close to Refresher, you know.
Yeah, I
Stobbie
was thinking that.
he's had a very nice time this game.
Though I think he just got a shard instead, so
Okay.
that's a big chunk of gold.
I don't
Not
like
towards
that.
Refresher.
I don't like that.
I wonder if he's thinking he may not have enough mana.
He's definitely got
No,
enough
actually,
mana.
no, he's got more than enough. He's got 1700. What am I on
He's
about?
definitely got enough mana.
Citizen Nev really needs to start getting some stats. He's going AC now, but he's going to be so squishy.
He's got 1300 health. This is what I was saying
Yeah,
about.
he's going to be so squishy for such a long.
You need the right lineup. Like he's got. Who's he got to create space between the rest of the team and him? Like he wants to be the guy at the back going clickety 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 and healing and just like getting all that damage in there and getting all the minus armor. But the minus armor doesn't really benefit anyone else on his team.
is under attack.
Like-
I do think that, like, if it wasn't for this Warlock, this Pudge would be enough space.
Yeah, I
But
do agree.
Dire doesn't need jump or to get past Pudge. They just
Yeah.
need to cast a good Q
Yeah.
that hits both Pudge and Dazzle, and they can kill the entire team just by killing Pudge.
Well, the cast on their TP is just going to go here.
They're just.
I like
they're trading.
just go.
I quite like it. Yeah.
I would also drop the Warlock Golems now, though.
I.
If you're going for the trade push.
Mm,
Because you know they're not going to come back and fight.
What is Addy doing?
Oh,
What is that hook?
oh, we beans cancel the Witch Doctor ult. Witch Doctor ult will not be up for the.
Oh my goodness! What up?
Oh my god! It just.
It's over.
The Warlock does far too much damage. Yeah, absolutely over.
They may kill Addy. Nope.
No,
They
sir.
weren't even. Now you call fucking GG. This is absolutely.
That's a
over.
dieback on Pudge as well.
Holy
It's a
shit.
dieback.
This is absolutely over. But you know, I honestly thought the game could have gone either way at one point for sure.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Warlock was big. The Warlock was very big. The Witch Doctor's done a lot this game as well, I must say. But like, if the fights could have started in the
Oh
right
my
way,
god.
Hookah
I just think, like, the biggest issue they've got is the two big team fight spells are not comparable. Like, Warlock ult is an immediate stun and lets you set the Fatal Bonds up, and then you can push with it. The Veno ult, you might still lose the fight, it's just obnoxious. But they have so much heal with Abaddon, Witch Doctor, and Chen, and fucking Warlock. So they're just
Abaddon was good.
yeah, the Abaddon was a good pick.
hero.
Really good pick.
I think Abaddon's one of the more controversially, you know, like I think Abaddon, you can maybe make the argument that he's less of a support than certain other heroes. But you know,
You don't see
I
him
don't
as a core often. I mean, the thing is, you see mid Dazzles, you see mid Venos. You could make that argument as well. I played a Veno 3 the other day. Does that mean he's not a support? He is. These are all supports, I think.
yeah.
I mean, just because you can play some of them in those other positions.
Yeah, no, true.
I think it has to be a really specific lineup. You need to be really good at the hero, or you just need to be a fucking god at farming and get exactly the right items. Or it needs to be broken, like they sometimes are.
Radiant really needs some more beef.
Like mid-lich, as we all know, one of the most broken mid-heroes of all time. Definitely didn't lose every time I tried it, but
We won a couple of games.
we did win a
mid.
couple. But I tell you what, I did jumps to their mid every time.
You did make whatever Invoker or SF you were playing against an utter miserable time.
But then we just lost the game because
Then we would eventually lose. But it was fun whilst it lasted.
It was.
So, I would like to say I think it's a Stobbie MVP,
yes,
Yeah.
but I think it's a strong honourable for Addy, and both those are interchangeable. I could see it going either way.
are we going to go for the rare double MVP here, or are we going to go for an MVP honorable?
I think MVP honourable has to be.
Otherwise, we're breaking too many traditions.
We're stepping too far.
The people will storm the temple and drag us out.
We don't want to devalue the MVP system, Flax.
All
It's
right.
a very serious award.
You're right, I don't want
Leads
any
up
more.
to the end of season of ceremony.
That's true. I mean, I think MVP Stob, honorable Addy.
You guys do dishonorables and LB.
We do
We,
dishonourables.
of course,
now,
we
mate.
do.
I mean, whoever did the draft for
We don't do
Raiden,
dishonorables
well,
because
I mean-
we don't know who. A lot of the
mean,
time, it's someone just saying, "Can I just play this hero?"
Yeah.
true. Well, in that case, then I don't really know who I'd highlight on the Radiant team necessarily.
Radiant just
They just got
they had
outplayed,
you know they
like-
didn't do much to change the fact that they could do very little, but they could do very little.
You could
I-
dishonorable Nev for not using his Midas enough, but I think that's
No,
extremely mean.
That's a bit extreme.
Citizen
but
Nev is a very
if you
bad
are
gamer.
hearing me, please fucking use your Midas more.
I think we'll
we're
just
happy
say
with this
MVP Stob, honorable Addy, and we'll just call it a day at that.
Yeah.
Bean did feed a bit, but you know it's Bean. What are you going
Bean
to do?
has to be in there, you know. Look at his
There
team;
wasn't-
they're all poncing around on the back line.
No,
Pudge
they
has to
needed more
waltz in.
beef. They really needed more beef on that team. Like you've got Ogre, Abaddon. The Chen creeps offer a lot of hidden beef. Warlock gets quite tanky with the items that he builds if you're building him as a core. Like, whereas you had all the Radiant team running around at like 1,200 HP, except for Butcher.
We're going to have a lobby for game 2?
It's already up. I'm in it.
I'm in one, yeah.
I've not been invited. again.
I think Aries respecting your wishes to not invite you too early. But Aries,
Well,
if you're listening,
I mean, it was
free to get him in.
literally while we're looking at the scoreboard.
Yeah,
That's
I
all.
agree. I mean, I didn't put my foot down hard enough. I'm getting an instant invite every time, but at least I'm in.
Not the
Settled
passive aggressive waiting until I'm literally the last person in the lobby. I wouldn't want to live next door to Airy. That's all I'm saying. I'd say to him, can you keep the music down? He'd just make it all bass or something like that.
Oh, I see Varric Core in coaches. Come on, lads, you got to choose Varric Core when he's available.
Been playing with Jake a bit lately.
I saw a Jake Butcher game the other day and I wasn't too impressed, I won't lie.
No, I wouldn't be.
I just want to keep seeing Butchers though, honestly. It's so much fun to watch that hero.
Drake is definitely one of the better ones, but after the Phoenix game, I'm less sure now. How do you hit your ult accidentally 3 times in one game?
It's just incredible.
It was.
It's just
beautiful
incredible.
thing.
I honestly, I don't know. Like, if you do it once, then you should be thinking about not doing it. But he just kept doing it. Like, we still crushed the game, but he may as well have not been in it. Like, he did so little. I don't even remember seeing people getting peed on very much.
No, he was not really a part of that game, but he didn't need to be. God bless him.
No.
I am seeing a Ware Banana in the unassigned players.
Oh my
Surely
god.
they don't select Ware Banana.
I would, honestly. I genuinely think Ware Banana's decent value.
I think
if you
Ware
tell him
Banana
to do
is-
something, he will listen. Ware Banana
I
is...
saw his Grimstroke and it was pretty good. It was in the same way Alex is pretty good. There's nothing exceptional, but he just does everything well.
Who is Skippy the Magnificent?
I don't recognise that one. I also don't know who
1377 NPR.
NPR.
I don't know
Ware
who
Banana.
Inglorious is, or The Fern.
Well, it means still got new players coming in. That means 3 new subs for you, Flax. Or, more accurately, Jonas has given out 3
Yeah.
3 of them have decided to take part.
Of course, the new lads, they picked Inglorious.
I think Ware Banana is new to the in-houses, though he, just from
Yeah.
our talking about it, probably has a reputation.
He's an Arkosh supporter, and he's just got pictures of Jenkins on his profile.
Who is Inglorious? Or...
No, Ware Banana, look.
look.
And then Soups has been Palp for a long time. And
Fitting.
Inglorious is, that looks like the Warhammer Squig riding Disruptor. Inglorious. Rocket Man. 482 wins. NZFedX. Incredibly has over 5,000 commends. That really is. Those must be from the opposition. They must be, for throwing the game in there.
If you play solo dose, you get so many commands. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it's true.
Like,
Oh, Skippy doesn't join the voice channel, so he never knows when he's picked. He was picked for game 1 and then kicked because he didn't join the lobby. Okay, Skippy.
Jesus.
I'm not kidding, but Skippy sounds like he might be an Aussie, because Skippy the kangaroo, right? What if he's playing from Oz with that ping? You'd be mad.
I mean, I don't imagine anyone can have worse ping than Stobbie, right? Stobbie plays with like 160, doesn't he? With his South Africa.
Oh, here we go. Deranged Dio. I have to join the voice to get picked? Question mark, question mark, question mark. I am Skippy.
Grumpy underscore Greg just resubbed for 13 months. In-house, let's go.
What character? Already top of the list, the Goon of the Month. Skippy, leave. Leave! Skippy, you must leave! There we go.
So Eri has just told me the facts and stats on Inglorious,
Okay.
which is that he has only played bot games, but he's played thousands of them.
What?
Is what he's saying.
What?
So
No,
this
he
will be
has
an
2,700 commands.
Well,
Yeah.
this is if you look at his fucking like heroes, this is what he's told Eri, I think. But if you
Oh,
look at his
yeah.
heroes, he's probably playing bot games with other
God.
players against bots, right? You can queue
Yeah,
up
look.
as
Look
as
at my
5.
successful heroes. He's got a 98% win rate on Venom and 93% on Ogre.
yeah. So he's just
Maggie.
queuing either with his friends or with randoms against bots.
Yeah. Wow.
And apparently has done for thousands of games. So
Tell me
We'll
this is
see.
his first game against people.
we
would
will
be
see
incredible.
how much that translates.
What if he's a god?
In which case, we can say to the people who are worried about learning Dota but don't really want to deal with toxicity, if you want to learn Dota,
Just
what you do is
play
play against bots.
for 10,000 games.
5 seconds remaining.
But at the same time, if he gets crushed, this will be an absolute repudiation of Valve's bot system.
Bussy Batrol against Pictures of Pyrion. So wait, so Inglorious is totally unranked, right? Because he's never played.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. He
He's
could just be an absolute animal.
10 seconds
We don't know.
remaining.
Yeah, he could be
an
immortal level.
absolute, yeah, he
An
could be an
immortal
absolute
bot
fucking
farmer.
god.
Seconds remaining.
Bassmaster
Harry has sent me
says.
some more information.
Okay, here we go.
He sent me his Dota buff. First game in 2014, 250 games against humans, and they're overwhelmingly Ls, which is why
Okay.
he probably transferred to playing against bots.
This is amazing.
What a tale.
It's so much mystery behind this man.
He's just coming out of nowhere with a little Mr. Burns picture.
Yeah.
No human interaction at all. And he's ready to take on the world.
It's amazing the people that these in-houses
5 seconds
throw up.
Yeah.
It's like dredging the bottom of a river and finding something incredible. No, I'm not saying you'd want to take it home and keep it, but you'd be like, wow, you might take a picture of it. That's the lads. Like Corridon, for example, an absolutely unique specimen.
A monster, I think.
I think finding Corridon at the bottom of the river would be like finding a body. Like that's the level of badness about his Dota.
Real Apotip just resubbed for 8
Oh,
months.
here they
I'm
come,
another
more
one
of
of the
them.
people
Real
who wants
Patsy
to
P.
learn Dota and only plays versus spots. Maybe one day I will be brave enough for these games.
I mean,
Wow.
I personally, when I started playing Dota, I immediately dove into. I've played like 2 bot matches in my life. Like
I just started on
went
the.
straight in.
I obviously had no fear.
Thank you, Real Patty P.
And I lost so many games.
How can you
I
think
feel
that's
bad.
a fortune cookie? That's clearly a peach. That's clearly a peach. Kazar, look at it. It's a peach. Why do you think people call asses peaches? Because a peach looks like a butt.
seconds remaining.
That's why you should always
5 seconds.
fuck your peaches.
Your praise of the Grimstroke might have spurred on a Ware Banana Grimstroke here.
Well, it was good. I will say that.
Dire team pick.
Sips absolutely refused to play bot games when he came back. Just jumped right in. How's it been? How's
I
it
haven't
been?
played with Sips yet.
No.
since he's been back.
Well, I played with Lewis this afternoon,
Oh, did you
or
actually?
yesterday.
Team pick.
He had the day off, and I was like, let's go. And we played one game. I think it was a big L. And then Mrs. F was like, I need you to drive me to my booster jab appointment. And I was like, why? It's like not far. She's like, I need you to drive me. It's like, fuck, fine. So I had to drive it. So I literally was bang in the middle. I was going to stream for like 4 hours. I'm going to play Dota all afternoon. Had to ditch the stream. Shout out to fucking Mrs. F. Well done, love. Ruined it! Like, initially I said, I'm streaming. She says, fine. And then she just kept asking me and getting more and more emotional about it.
I see.
Fucking hell. Like, it's so close. And she got the bus back. It's not like it was even like a, I need you to drive me back. She literally got the bus back. Ugh.
So they opt for the double doom. I wonder how many times that will actually get achieved.
Dire team ban. Radiant team ban.
Cover me in gravy. 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 I'm going to sing at my chicken at Christmas Day. When my wife asked me to do some bullshit, I set her stay the first
I think-
time and say yes, dear.
5 seconds
I
Is that supposed to set her straight?
Maybe? Why Daff hasn't showed up for an in-house? So I'm going to talk about this on the when I play on the when me and Lewis on Thursday do the Dav casts. So the reason I was extra salty on the live stream is because literally the night before we did the Scrubcast stream on the Jingle Jam, I spoke to some of the players involved. Spoke to Dav. Very clear it was going to be him versus Joe mid for the bants. Joe would pick a memey hero. It was just going to be a bit of fun. These lads, I'm gonna call them out here. Xylus picking. He said to me, "Morph's my most played hero," and he fucking picked Morph. They cannot stand the idea of looking foolish. They won't do it. They will not do it. Bree didn't buy a BKB because he was memeing. Joe went mid with Magnus and goofed around and just kept trying to skewer Dav. They were playing it the right spirit. A lot of the other lads were not, and Dav is included in that mix. He refused to go mid because he would lose. What's the point, Pyrion? I'm just gonna lose. I'm gonna look ridiculous. I was like, Dav, whatever you do, you're gonna look ridiculous. You are terrible. Just go mid. It'll be fun. It's for charity. And they wouldn't do it. And everyone's like, why is Pyrion being so mean? That's why. That is why.
No, that was one. It did produce one of my favourite clips of the entire Christmas streams of you baiting the Roche.
Oh, that was fucking hilarious.
That was so funny.
Because we were in the same room.
Yeah. And I know you tried to stop that as well, which I do appreciate, because it produced one funny clip, but it was like, oh god, so awkward.
It was fun. It was fun. But I just, just fucking, why couldn't people just pick some goofy shit? That's all I'm saying. I mean, literally, Xylus was listing off his most played heroes and fucking picked one in what was meant to be a fun in-house. This is why the original in-houses died, by the way. This is why. Literally why. Did Flax talk about donating money to Rabs via poker? Yeah, you've got the wrong person. It was Xylus that took all our money in poker. We played a couple of evenings after the poker stream, and I've never seen someone run so good in my life. It was disgusting. He took all my money. He took all Dav's money. Took a couple of other people's money. I think he bought in for 20 quid. He left with over 200. Like, it was ridiculous. I dropped 100 quid easy. I just thought he cannot keep doing this. It was like every single time he'd river something, or you'd have 2-pair, he'd have a slightly better 2-pair, or he'd river a set. It was insane. He just rode this fucking luck train. So I was really angry.
10 seconds remaining.
That NZFedX TA, is that one of his signatures?
It is one of his signatures.
Tis indeed.
The very little that and Jake is a signature Zeus player, is he not?
Eri not aware there was a Rust RP stream. Just the lad lives on the fucking moon, doesn't he? It's all the Discord was talking about.
He's trying to get Eris to link the VOD so other people will click on it.
Oh, no way.
Quite possibly. If only Eris would pick up on it and perhaps link said VOD.
Well done, Eri. Even I fell for it, mate.
Oh my god.
That does honestly seem like something Eri would say. Rust RP stream? Damn, I must have missed it. Is there somewhere I might be able to watch that, perhaps?
There we go.
There it is.
Caught on to eventually.
Why, yes.
Dire team back.
I know, you were literally in it. That was the funniest part.
You in that Rust RP stream, there was 2 pieces of art of me that someone had painstakingly, genuinely spent like time making.
I know.
And you walked past both of them. It was hilarious.
I mean, so I think it might have been Eris. A couple of people have sent me some of the artwork that we missed. It's like we're aware we've got a 3-hour slot. Do you know what I mean? Like we can't literally explore everything. And but the lads are determined every year, and this is what gets me. And why at the end of the stream when I see them all I get a little choked up. They're determined that whichever way we turn and whatever we do, there will be some content there until it's clear that we're leaving an area. Like if we walked out of the town, we wouldn't expect to find another fucking town. But wherever we go in the town, there'll be buildings, there'll be people in there. It'll look like a town with people in it. I mean, if you look at the Goon Francisco, there were pedestrians, there were cars driving around, there were shops. If we'd gone in somewhere, there would have been people in there. And that gives it that feeling that you are in a thing rather than just, you know, being led down a path. You just feel it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant.
The goons are fucking so quick on their feet as well. I have to say, like your car broke down or something, and you just stopped another car that someone was being an NPC in and driving, and they just got out and was like, oh yeah, here you go. Like they're so fucking quick on it.
Yeah, it's amazing. I imagine it's like
succulent Chinese meal enjoying being arrested.
That was amazing.
That made me laugh so much.
Amazing.
It's just brilliant. All the little touches and references and stuff. It was magic. So Mousy showed me the script that she was given. It was just more than an A4 page of, like, it's a lot of improvisation. But then the main thing was, by the way, thank you, Sarah, for the gift subs. Sorry, we were in the middle of an important conversation there. It was like, literally like, this is your character. This is what they want. If he asks about this, lead him this way. If he says this, respond with this. Your out is X. If they say this, you have to do that. It was like a full-on flowchart, but it was all just text. And she went through it, and Mousy had the highlighted bits, points you, like, make sure you hit these core points. It was incredible. And you know they've done that for every character that you have to meet. It was really something else.
And you know for a fact that Slacks has turned up 15 minutes before and just said fuck it and got in.
Yeah, oh yeah. Slacks was amazing.
There you go, Sarah. Ah, we've got a proper game now. We've got
DP off lane.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. The Die team has no initiation, really. I don't favour them in a team fight scenario at all. And I do think that these games tend to be group up and fight after a certain period of time. So I think the Radiant, I would slightly favour them personally, but
I think it all depends on how the. I mean, you've got Double Doom with Grimstroke, which is always Pog. If they can get like Death Prophet, Lifestealer, and Doom the pair of them, that's just enormous. That is like literally those two heroes deleted. You've got Wraith King, which the lads seem to do well with. I hope Glasses actually ults, because I've noticed quite a few of the Snapfires just holding on to it. Just secure a kill, like just fucking dump shit just to get a couple. It's like a minute plus cooldown. It's like 75 seconds or something. Use it all the time. Just always be using it. Always, always, always.
It's one of the most annoying things to deal with as a carry early on is you're just laning, say like sort of 12 minutes in-ish. You're just laning normally. You're aware that people are starting to rotate, but you have a decent idea of where the heroes are. And then you're just, the offlane you're playing against will just stun you, like just a bit of harass. And then suddenly these goops from across the fucking map start landing on you.
It's
and
a lot of damage!
Like, anticipate it. It's so fucking hard to deal with.
The thing is, like, I was wrong. It's 120 at level 1, but it's still, it's not such an important ult that you can't team fight without it.
Yeah.
But it's so good for getting that extra kill. And like you said, let's say that you're going on the carry, someone TPs in to get them. Like the fact its AoE is huge, and the fact that it has a slow as well is really important. Like it is a genuinely good, with a burn, it is a really good spell. Just chuck it. Just chuck it in there. I think the problem with Snapfire that the lads have is they think Cookie is the numero uno spell. You've got to get in there to Cookie and Q. But really, if you think about it, you gauze, and then you can chase them down and then Q them and Cookie. You Cookie someone in, and then you goop. Like that's you've got to goop. You have to goop.
It's part of the reason Notel sort of pioneered that +5 Snapfire that went blink first.
Right.
It's because you throw the goop in, and then you can blink in afterwards and get your cookies out or get the really high damage Q. And then when you get the shard, blinking behind them and shard scatterblasting them back is a incredible initiation. For Radiant though, I'm very, very worried about this mid lane. Can you
Zeus against TA?
Zeus do anything against TA?
No, he literally can't. His spells
TA
just don't work that way.
Lane, he doesn't even start with a wand. Because why do you don't care about Zeus's damage ever?
Yeah. I mean, also it's going to be like the thing with Zeus mid. First of all, I think he's going to struggle because she can out deny him, right? Like she can definitely out right click the Zeus. If he's not using spells to farm, he's got to try and out right click her, which means Zeus actually has a really shit attack range. Look at his attack range. It's garbs. This is why you can't actually hit Techie's mines as Zeus without getting blown up. It's really terrible. Like it's not much more than her attack range. So you're gonna have to be in there. You're gonna be getting side-bladed. It's gonna be brutal for him. It's about the worst matchup I could imagine, in all honesty.
The only thing he does have is he has decent move speed, so he can reposition around the side blades. But that's
it.
It's rough. It's rough. What about the other lanes? So DP versus Wraith King.
He is currently doing alright though. he's winning so far. That's hilarious.
But it will get worse and worse.
It will.
It goes by. Yeah. I think Wraith King versus DP is fine for Wraith King. The scary part is that there'll be a point like level 5 where DP will have 1 or 2 points in Spirit Siphon and can chase you down and do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
You're fine.
I mean,
I will. Gonna kill each other, but...
Yeah, I mean, it's not interruptible, is it? Once it's on, it just runs. Like that's it. This is the wrong thing to take. Stroke of Fate. You should not be taking this as a 5 Grim. The only thing it's useful for, I think, is to stop them pulling. Like you just paint the pull cap, but he didn't do that. He just sort of waddled over. But it's not good for harass. Oh dear. I tuned in just in time to see Myers crumpling to the ground.
I actually think, interestingly, in this game, the safe lanes are stronger than the off lanes.
Oh, this is big, though!
Yeah, like, both safe lanes should dominate, I think, in these matchups, to be honest.
They've got another Grimshot Q in 2 seconds. No.
He's gonna fucking lob it anyway. He probably should have committed on that first one. I think he probably might have killed him.
He didn't have it. He'd already used it, right? But yeah, the thing is, the stun is so good because it lets Wraith King pre-boots. The move speed means you can always get on top of these heroes, right? It's like, it's just too useful. Oh, hello. Ooh. Oh, perfect bongos. Perfect bongos. Another Doom that's not taking the Infernal Blade. I don't understand that.
Neither of them have salves in top lane.
No, they've used them.
Oh, God.
I really like Infernal Blade. I don't know why you wouldn't get it.
No, Infernal Blade's good. Infernal Blade is good.
It would have been a kill there on the Lifestealer, I think, if he'd got it. Who did I play with the other day? Was it Ashwin? Didn't take any levels in it. Just maxed the. Maybe it was. Yeah, it was Miles. Yeah.
It depends. It's the right thing to do in certain situations.
I think it's so easy to get kills with it. It's so much damage, man. Yeah, don't DM people when they're fucking playing. Bean, that's not cool, dude. No one did that to you when you were fucking feeding his Pudge. Give him a break.
I think he has to put it in all chat. Could just message Bean.
No, I think he's doing it to call him out. I support this.
Yeah, right.
I'm also a supporter of the calling out.
Dumblefrog does not have time for the in-houses these days.
Player.
He's a man moving on with his life. I respect it.
Yeah, I've seen Dumblefrog at uni.
He lost so many games in a row that he gave up. But you don't need to say that. He doesn't have time for them anymore. Is the PR story he sent around? Maybe
they don't have time for him.
He's an infamous character in my friendship group.
Who?
Because Dumblefrog. Last year, there was an evening where we invited him to the pub one night, and I introduced him as Dumblefrog, and everyone for the entire evening called him Dumblefrog. And now whenever we see him on nights out, whatever, he is still called Dumblefrog.
What? He lives near you?
Everyone. He goes to the same uni.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. All right, Dumblefrog.
No. So literally, it was we just met him and we're like, let's go to the pub, and they were like, who's this? And I was like, it's Dumblefrog. And no one questioned it either. No one even questioned it.
By the way, Jake is really doing well here mid.
I'm impressed. The 11 denies is fucking solid. Because look at this. TA with the Q on hits for as much bonus damage as Jake does damage.
Yeah.
And he's still got twice her denies. So what's super?
Zeus ult right now kills. Zeus ult right now kills Witch. Oh no,
Yeah,
Witch
he's salved.
He should keep his eye on for the lifestealer. The lifestealer is getting.
I think you could mango. You could mango and cookie away. Glasses. Glasses. Why buy it? There it is. Oh my good god.
That's another range kick denied for Jake. What is XD? What is happening, brother? You're normally good at this phase in the game. Surely the clock can't be this low already.
He was demolishing the to be fair. Oh,
Uh-oh.
Well, this is what happens. Get a bit too confident.
Oh, he went for the,
Didn't it melt?
Oh, hello!
He just fucking turned on it.
Oh,
That feels
Jake.
good. That feels good to watch.
That's a
actually.
tip. That's a tip.
I was saying to Jake after the Phoenix game that he'd be coming into this in-house down a diss-on already. He'd have to prove himself back up from minute 1, and he's bloody done it. That is incredible.
I think Myers was going to play the guitar there, but he died for it. I just wanted to play the guitar for a little bit. What's so wrong with that, Miss Piggy?
Oh, Raytheon's in a bit of trouble down ball.
Indeed he is.
Believe
Oh, whoa, the turn back.
Oh, the turnback has fully killed him there.
And now Where Banana also
He
dead.
needs to run. Oh, no, he lives. Does he have self? Yes, he does.
So this is fairly terrifying. NZ now has a haste. So we'll see if he goes for another attempt at the kill.
He doesn't have any levels in
I
meld.
think-
Is
I
that
think
normal?
It'll be
I would say
shocked
it is
if
normal, yes. This is a normal build, but I think you get meld at one point now.
I don't think NZFedX will attempt a kill with that haste. I actually think he's genuinely quite fearful of Jake's potential.
Yeah, maybe. Jake doesn't have ult though. Super duper noob in trouble. Nice body blocking from Inglorious there. Must have learned that in
The
those
bot
bot
games.
games.
Paying off once again. To be fair, that is something that would work really well against mobs.
Yeah,
Get
they-
distracted
yeah,
easily.
they wouldn't get it.
Oh,
It's a good point.
Super. Oh no. Right, Super tried to TP back to base, but he cancelled his TP because Inglorious had a Salford, so that's ideal. For someone that doesn't play with players, Inglorious has used like 3 salves on Super already, which I'm quite
But
impressed by.
you know what?
Look at
Further
this.
to that,
Jake's gone down bot. This is so. He's playing so well.
this
That's a
is
big deal.
good from Gakeus. This is good from Gakeus. Who expected that? Here's a question mark for you. All right. Do you think playing with bots means you've had to learn that they need help all the fucking time? So salving them and shit is actually just a very pogger's
Maybe.
normal thing to do.
Who knew that? After all this time, we'd find that bots are genuinely the best way to learn how to play this. Because this Wizard's been playing pretty well.
Yeah, and Glorious has been doing it, man.
It's not a bad trend. I know Ring Road played a lot of bot matches.
I mean,
As well in his uprising.
I think it just playing
I
the
rate
game.
Ring Road as
Yeah, he's a good
pretty
lad.
Good gamer.
But it's more just like learning the game and getting the confidence is important, and I think a lot of people, they are
Nice stun
fucking this
nice
lad
stun
up.
stop.
Jeez,
Oh, Jake. popped
Jake,
in
you
the
noob!
Oh, they're gonna
Yes, there we go. Get this lad as well. Oh,
Glasses or glasses, Pond.
You don't need to. Don't worry. You can use the hard A, mate. It's all right.
Just wait until I say rocket, man.
glasses.
Jake.
Jake. No levels in his arc lightning. That is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, Ari was talking about it in the chat and saying, just don't play Jake too much because he doesn't have any points in Arc Lightning. And for this kind of thing, it does look pretty miserable, right? No points in Arc Lightning. You can't farm.
Demolished on CS.
Well, because NZ can farm the jungle, he can't.
Yeah, exactly.
But NZ is 0-1 and 0. Jake is 3-0 and 2.
Yeah, Jake is doing a lot around the map.
Basically, like he's playing.
Oh,
to
and they get a
rotate.
kill on the
Look,
DP as well.
He's going straight back top
Yeah.
because he has this
He is
max lightning
indeed.
bolt. and
He's
gonna
got
go
full
try and get
mana.
kills.
He's ready to go and kill.
I think kills
I
off
think
to be had.
Inglorious is-
There's a Doom that can be used on this.
Doing this in daytime is hard as hell.
Yeah,
though.
that's true.
I'm thinking, yeah, they've absolutely fucked that.
No, there's nothing.
That was a really bad rotate.
Myers had just finished his minus on the dude.
Just TP away, Gakeus. Oh, you don't have one.
Now that's Goonie.
He thinks they had vision. They didn't have vision. He just fucking walked up to the witch doctor. I hate the number of times I see the goons not have a TP. I think when I buy them 2 at a time. Like I know that sounds weird, but I literally buy 2 at a time.
Do that because we have like
have
10,000 hours of the game before they change the TP to give you one on death.
Yeah, maybe.
We're stuck in our ways.
But I buy 2 at a time so I can TP somewhere to farm. And then maybe yeah, they got him.
Look at this. He's 1v2. He just kills Doom and walks away.
Oh, hello.
And then he baits out. He gets snap
Oh, he's just dodging. He's not even.
Hello. Easy peasy. Hasn't taken any levels in the heal, but I'll take it.
Fucking notes.
Oh no! Jake, you monster.
Where bananas popped bottom. I think the bottom lane honestly should have been a dub to the Radiant. I think they must have misplayed this lane. In some capacity. I honestly think they have the stronger lane down here.
The damage on Spirit Siphon is really hard for anything to deal with, though.
Go NZ. I think you kill him here, buddy.
No, that's true.
Yeah, Gakeus is deep.
Yeah, and I guess Rocket Man has been playing quite safe.
Too easy.
Well.
Too easy.
Yeah, that's kind of where he needed someone to TP in for him. Like this script is just kind of.
It's starting to look a bit.
Oh, hello.
Oh, Lasses, you poor man.
Wow. That was nice from NZ. They're going to lose their bot tier 1 as well. Sergeant Cortez has gone mid. He hasn't not leveled his ult at level 8. Ooh.
Okay, Captain Myers is not going a Blink Dagger at the moment.
Okay, I'm going to... He's got a Midas, and he's going to get a BKB. I'm not sure about this.
BKB before finishing his boots is interesting.
And before Blink
really
is
what he's doing,
right?
I think he wants to be really greedy and get bots. If I was to guess.
I feel like a lot of the lads feel like them surviving is more important than the team winning a huge fight.
He's finishing his boots.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I think it's much more important that Myers just gets Blink, Doom's DP or Doom's Lifestealer, and then the team, they definitely have the ability to kill him. Because if he doesn't Doom Lifestealer, Zeus does nothing. Like, the Lifestealer just eats someone or jumps in someone and runs away, rages, they have no stuns. He basically, Blink Doom's a Lifestealer. Like, if he gets the Hoof Stomp, Blink Hoof Stomp, Doom, job done.
I think he's of the mind maybe that this game because there's a Grimstroke, he's going to be aiming to try and get double Doom in most fights. And
that's a good point.
He feels he can just rock up instead of having to be the one blinking and then dooming someone before the Grimstroke ult goes down.
I will say this though, young Gregoire, and I'm sure you'll agree with me. How many times have we seen lads pick Grimstroke plus X as their win condition and just not get it off?
Yeah, I don't think they'll be too successful in that endeavour, it must be said.
I would also say this rating not getting armlet is a bit of a shit thing to do.
Oh, I see.
This is trouble. Myers is just waddling up here. Myers is going to feed. Myers is going to feed.
Yeah, back the fuck up and use your minus and eat a creep, please.
There's no creeps. Don't block the camp.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? What the actual...
Alright.
I think they both blocked it.
I know.
So they both decided... One of them must have said, let's block this camp to troll them.
It's another haste rune on TA. Just really fucking scary, actually.
Just another game, another passive Midas. Where Banana's stealing last hits from the ancients as well.
It's another
Give
game,
the chip vest to Myers. There it is.
5 people mid again.
And not only, quite literally 9 people mid right now. Oh, here we go. Here's a. Oh, here we go. Double Doom.
The double Doom.
Beautiful.
They're both dead.
It doesn't fucking matter, yeah.
Oh, this might kill a few.
No, it won't. He couldn't decide though. He couldn't decide his target.
Oh, lay!
Yeah, that was nice. The denial would come in.
Oh, hello.
Oh my god.
The Witch Doctor gameplay tonight has been quite beautiful.
Both games.
Yeah. He got the double Maledict as well. That was really fucking nice.
Would have liked to see a point and heal by this point.
TA's finished Deso now, as well.
Yeah, it's looking rough.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh!
It's good work in the mid lane. Undone.
As soon as TA gets Blink, Jake's fucking playing the most miserable game of his life.
He's a Ghost Scepter. Ghost Scepter very value this game.
I mean, the good thing is, net worth wise, everyone else is pretty much on the same page. It's just this TA is almost double everyone else's.
He's going for an Ags. He needs to live. He needs a Ghost Scepter. Get a Ghost Scepter. Because Lifestealer can't touch you, Witch Doctor Ult doesn't touch you, TA doesn't touch you. I think the spirits are physical, right? So I don't even think that the exorcism damages you. So this gives him a lot of survive in these games. In these fights, I mean. He needs it. He needs it real bad, but he's not going to get it.
Chat, can you confirm for me? Did Death Prophet Spirit Siphon used to be physical damage?
No. I don't think
Sure?
so. No, I think it's always been magical.
Because I'm pretty sure it used to be physical, and then your shard would have minus armor on the suck.
Okay, Wraith King is Blink Phase Boots.
Yeah, it's a real shit build. He needs an armor that's something desperate, but he doesn't have one, so he'll have no.
They got the silence up. This should be a dead Lifestealer. Why wasn't he dead?
I think he will be dead to the Hadouken.
Yo!
Yeah.
I feel they could have.
Nice pick.
Oh, Myers has the Shockwave and Unholy Aura. I think he definitely needs to get something more aggressive. Oh dear. It's a two-man silence. He needs to get the Centaur creep.
Myers really just needed to play this game slightly more safely.
Look at that ward that's just been
Yep.
placed. That is sad.
Oh, that is sad.
Wait, which one?
By the top dine that's about to be dewarded because it's placed on top of a sentry.
Yeah, that is sad. And look at this. Look at Inglorious warding. He's got a bit of a Dorito going up in the Radiant jungle here. Look at this Dorito.
I see. Wow. That bottom left ward is
Useless.
very useless, yeah.
If you put it a bit more forward, then it's good for when you push. If you put it a bit further back, it's good for when you're trying to invade jungle. Here it is seeing nothing.
Yeah.
That is some aggressive vision, my god. So aggressive vision for a team that has literally been sat behind their mid tower for like the last 5 minutes.
Top of the pops for fantasy points is Witch Doctor with 12.9. Then NZFedX with 11.9. Rocket Man does have swap. Oh dear, the double leash.
Oh, it was yours. He didn't get doomed on the.
Indeed, he did not.
On the Death Prophet.
Oh dear my.
Yeah,
Oh dear me.
Real?
Jake's just playing. He's playing way too far forward.
Oh whoops. Sorry. Mouse ran out of mouse pad there.
Meanwhile, this rating that cannot farm and cannot fight is continuing to do nothing.
He's got a blink.
He hits so slow.
Yeah,
Blink
it's-
BKB.
He hits so slow.
It's
So,
quite.
this
the
is-
Blink first item is really uber dog shit. He's made a rather large error there.
This is an off-lane Wraith King that they've got playing carry
Yes, very
essentially.
much.
It's really bad, but you know we'll see where it goes from here.
They are wisely ignoring him. Just
They are ignoring him quite a lot to the point where he's closing the gap on NZFedX ever so slightly, but
so net worth difference is currently he's actually ahead on net worth
he
on
has
Cortez somehow.
such a dog shit game against Lifestealer though. This game, it's
But Lifestealer has less farm than him somehow. I'm not sure how Cortez is the second most farmed hero in the game with nothing. Is there something flying out? What's going on? It says he's worth 7.6k.
I think his courier must have died with a Deso or something. No, it was.
Chat? How is he worth 7.6k when he has Blink Phase?
He's really going. He's going Blink BKB.
Is it because he's got? That's 2k. What's Phase Boots is 1250. Then he's got 300. What was that? 450, and then these two bits. I guess it vaguely adds up to 8k.
His build is so dog shit. So dog shit.
Yeah, he had money in the bank.
It's
It's bad because
He's going blink first time.
If he goes blink BKB, the blink and the BKB are meant to help him farm, fight.
He does
Neither of them helps him farm, but all he is at this moment. Look at how slowly he attacks. He only hits for 100.
No, yeah, like they're fighting items, but he can't even really fight well at all. Like it's so bad.
That's his contribution in these fights.
Yeah. Just ult, Jake. Fuck it. Just ult.
Doom the witch
Oh
doctor,
my
they've
God.
identified the threat.
You know, well, if they can get the fuck out, Myers is gonna die to the maledict.
Oh my God! In comes
no,
DP.
There are more problems than
They're
that.
so fucking dead, actually.
Glasses hide.
I love it.
Ah! Colat, a Colat kill.
And you're...
Blink away.
You can blink. Oh no. Oh Cortez. Oh Cortez.
Well, yeah, as expected, the TA has pretty much just run away with this game. NZFedX, he's been sick of me flaming him for shitting the bed after 25 minutes every day. He's coming back with the TA to put a fucking foot down on the throat of Radiant. What is the hope for them? Jake, when he gets his ags, we're doing a little shift of damage. I mean, when Wraithing has BKB, at least it'll take like half a second long for TA to kill him. He actually unironically needs to go straight AC after this, and it's so painful to do that. Super Duper Noob doesn't really matter in this game. It's pretty much entirely Ciaran and NZ win it.
Yeah.
Sarah, just Texan shit. Like the more Texan, the better.
Why is Sarah DMing still?
Yeah.
The win probability is 82% of the Dire currently. It's really not looking great.
Gabe took a look at this Ratings build and was like, nah mate,
Yeah.
you're good.
Also, the 10 level advantage doesn't help.
Who's got?
Yeah, there are these small problems here and there.
Oh dear.
Okay, well he didn't get the heals off, but they can't get the Doom
fight this, boys. Yeah.
Has Rocket Man swapped anybody yet? I don't think I've seen it.
No, I've not seen a swap yet. Oh, Myers.
There we go.
What? He has a BKB, by the way. Like, Myers absolutely did not have to die there. Neither did anyone, really. That's quite.
He also,
upsetting.
it's interesting. He still is keeping the shockwave from the Hadouken.
Yeah,
rather than getting like a
he's
centaur.
a goon, isn't he?
I don't know what's going on. Cortez, yeah, just get the fuck out, brother. Buy that BKB if you're gonna commit to it. My God, but
this is looking grim. Looking very grim.
It really is, yeah.
If Jake queues up Ghost Scepter, maybe there's a hope. But
Myers could be one of the more farmed heroes in this game, but he just keeps fucking dying.
It's because he's terrible. He is absolutely terrible.
Do you really expect there to be TA traps in those trees? Are you gonna say in your game you're gonna go into those trees and pop your BKB because you know there's TA traps in there?
Not necessarily, Play, but he's just seen all 5 of their team cross the river. Why is he trying to hide in those trees?
Hey, he's got the Grimstroke coming in.
He didn't have Doom. His Doom was on CD for like another 30 seconds.
I also think.
Which they fight there.
I also think.
There was just no point of him being there.
Like, they're not in a position to fight. Like, it doesn't matter if he hides in the trees and they surprise Infernal Blade. Like, I don't know what he thinks that leads to. They're not going to win that fight. They have to get the jump with the Grim Doom.
Don't look at Raking. Oh my God.
What's he queuing up? I'm going to do it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Halberd?
What the fuck?
This is offlane Wraith King, I'm telling you!
Does he want to do any damage this game at all? It's actually quite upsetting, really.
This is literally offlane Wraith King.
Whatever little hope Radiant had has just been extinguished in one queued up item.
Like, he's not even far behind. That is the remarkable thing. He's not even that far behind Lifestealer in terms of net worth.
That more just says about how shit Super is at farming.
Yeah, of course.
Anything else?
But that's how you know they had a chance. He needs to get the fudge out of here.
Yeah, that was. You know.
Oh, that's a bold TP, but I like it.
The thing is, you're right. He is an efficient farmer. This is good farming patterns. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
buying every wrong item.
Yeah, it's
It makes you realise how it's not a. Honestly, Dota so little of it is literally about mechanics. Like, so much of the game, you see people, you think, yeah, the mechanics are good, but they lost because they bought all the wrong items. They did all the wrong things, just over and over and over again. That makes so much more of a difference. Because a lot of the heroes, it's not that mechanically complicated.
It is. Aries right to point it out that, yeah, I've been flaming this no Wraith King armlet, no armlet Wraith King. I must also flame the no armlet Lifestealer.
Right.
This is a
true.
interlinkens. It's better than Wraith King's build, but not by much.
Yeah.
Given that he hasn't been
NZFedX
doomed once this game because they've only been dooming
Yes.
NZFedX, it's odd that he's going for it.
NZFedX has got Ag's Rapier keyboard.
They're going to jump him here. This is trouble. I swear to God, if Gakeus doesn't get a Ghost Scepter next, I'm going to cry.
Oh, Cortex.
Okay. Alright, cool. Their carry's fed.
Yeah, Cortex is fucking dead. BKB, yeah.
That's his 9-second BKB. For
Oh,
what?
it's just so fucking over.
And look, they
Myers
dodged the
like,
doom again.
Yeah, again. Now Super Duper's gonna feel so gratified in his purchase of the Lincolns.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's...
Rick
That was a
walked back and
dieback.
Just died. That was his dieback.
Was that? Oh my God, that was. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I don't know if you want to force that.
Kieran's gonna live.
Yeah, Kieran's absolutely living.
Call it.
Rampage.
It's an ultra
Yeah.
for NZ.
I think it might be over.
Oh no.
Oh, he has to time it with the Maledict.
Yo!
Yeah.
Alright, well, I don't know what that was from Cortez, but it was terrible.
Yeah, this has been a rough one. Two pretty stompy games, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. They know we're down a regular caster in Ashman. They know you've stepped in, Greg. They know you've got essays to pretend to write.
Yeah,
And
that's true. They
just
just
wanna
wanted to
get it done
nice
quickly.
nice and fast, so I can get on with my
I was in the first game. I was honestly surprised they GG'd because I was expecting them to just troll us and wait until they had to push the final tier 2.
Yeah.
But they did the good thing, GG'd out.
Yeah.
And I don't know why Radiant haven't GG'd out here.
No,
Please.
But it's sad because this is not purely down to execution or anything. It's just terrible itemization.
Well, yeah. Maya's still with the Satyr Tormentor skill
It's
set
so
is
bad.
not ideal. There's been a lot of dog shittery.
Oh, here comes Inglorious once again.
It's
Oh my
such
God,
a-
Ciaran! Ciaran is
such a
gonna
nice
live!
game. It's such a nice game to be a DP in, honestly.
Oh, unlucky. Inglorious had ult and Maledict. I would have fought there.
You can run away from each other, you absolute goons. Oh, Myers. Blink Cortez, yes.
Doesn't have TP.
But he doesn't. Aha.
Interesting.
Super duper noob chopping down some trees.
And
Oh
oh,
my god.
he might pop.
Oh,
It didn't glimmer, but
Oh,
oh, is that an actual GG?
yeah.
It is.
It is over. They cannot.
Yeah, no, it really is.
They're just again itemization so poor across the board. I don't think anyone on the Radiant team was calling the shots about what items to get. I think that's a big problem.
No, yeah.
Like Doom not getting a blink, that was bad. Wraith King getting a blink BKB, that was even worse because his farm was definitely comparable. But let's see how much hero damage Sergeant Cortez did. He did 5.6k hero damage. That is unbelievable. But Super did... Alright, Super did less.
That is quite fucking criminal.
Soups did less than the Wraith King with this shit build.
There's yeah.
That is incredible. That is incredible! Wow.
What are we saying for MVPs?
Oh,
I'd say
NZFedX, surely.
Kieran's deserving of something. I think Ciaran
you know, I think in a normal situation we'd give it to NZ, but after coming off the back of you flaming Xylus, rightfully so, for just picking his best hero to stomp her in.
You're right. We can't give him an MVP.
We can't. I mean, NZ, you're a very good TA, mate. You're astonishing at it. You can have an
he got dicked on lane.
He did get dicked
on
lane as well.
You're right. You're right. He actually lost part of the lane to. He died first to Jake.
I think Ciaran had a good game. I think that you can't ignore the Witch Doctor 10-4-10. Witch Doctor also.
I want to say Inglorious MVP, first match against humans, possibly one of the first.
Was yeah.
Actually did great. I'm going to say Inglorious MVP honorables for Ciaran and NZ.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought.
I want to break with tradition here. I want to give a diss on to Soups on the winning team.
I actually am okay with that because if we're giving Sergeant Cortez an LVP for disgraceful hero damage, and Soups did less than him.
Yeah.
So I think we have to diss on.
Super also built like shit as well. Well, he didn't build like he just built he built like shit, but not as bad as Cortez.
But I don't understand how you do that little damage.
I'm very happy with the diss on for Soups, and it is an LVP for Cortez, right?
100%. 100%.
So please put a little bit more thought into your item choices.
Just think about it, Cortez. What do you do with this? You do nothing. You do nothing. Anyway.
Here's an interesting issue. I'm not touching my mouse, and the pointer is slowly drifting leftwards across my screen. That's concerning.
Try restarting, or
I'm just gonna unplug and replug it. Oh wait, let me try it on my second monitor. Does it drift? Yes, it does. Okay. You're bloody right. You're bloody right, Ciaran. It's the controller. Good call. Otherwise, I was going to start unplugging things.
Was it?
It was the controller. It was upside down, and obviously it had been flicked. One of the sticks had been flicked left slightly. Not going Deso was not the problem. It's not going Armlet. You really are getting an Armlet on Wraith King in pretty much every single game.
But then in
fact, I can't think of a game you don't get Armlet.
If you're then not going to get an Armlet, even though you obviously should, you then don't go Blink BKB because you're just a two-death wonder. Like, every fight you're just going to die twice and do nothing.
Mate, if they're telling you no, you got to stand up for yourself. You aren't going to squirm your way out of this LVP by saying they told me to. You're the one in charge of the hero. You're the captain of that ship, and you go down with it.
God, this lad. The guy that
can't really go.
I'm just reading this article about the lad that assaulted Chris Whitty. You know, the guy that was jumping all over him, trying to get him a headlock, demanding a selfie.
Yeah.
So he went to court. This is it. Just let me read this. This is funny. This sounds like a comedy sketch. It really does. Jonathan Chu, 24, denies common assault and obstructing police. Demanded the chief medical officer be present at the hearing today, after his own lawyer withdrew from the case because he was professionally embarrassed. Okay, he appeared on court via video link, lying in his bed in a dressing gown which revealed his bare chest as he claimed to have coronavirus. Chu and this other estate agent, Lewis Hughes, filmed themselves hounding Whitty when he walked through St. James's Park. Anyway, here we go. Hughes lost his job as an estate agent after his employer saw the footage, admitted common assault in July, and was handed an 8-week jail term, suspended for 2 years. But Chu denied common assault and obstructing police after allegedly gave his brother's name to officers following the incident. What a nice guy. He appeared in court today live from his bedroom, coughing occasionally and wearing a dressing gown. His lawyer, Pete Fallon, told the court he had tested positive for coronavirus, but Daniel O'Donoghue prosecuting questioned the COVID test results. Before the trial began, Mr. Fallon told the court he was withdrawing from the case because he is professionally embarrassed. That is incredible. Then the judge said, "You'd probably like to be represented at your trial," he asked Chu. "It's a tricky one, that," Chu responded. He became increasingly exasperated during the hearing and insisted Professor Whitty should be at the court. "The law is that I have the right for him to come," he demanded. "I want Chris Whitty there." Hold on, let me jump in a channel. "I suspect I know a bit more about the law than you do," Judge Goldspring responded, explaining that Professor Whitty does not legally have to attend court, as the facts have been agreed between the prosecution and defence, meaning there is no reason for the defence to cross-examine Professor Whitty. Chu's case is that he was being playful. You're getting it all wrong. I've been in court. I've agreed that Chris Whitty has to be in court, Chu shouted down the CVP link. I feel like I'm innocent. I'm answering an assault charge, which I don't think I've done. Goldspring says, a remarkable recovery, I might say, from where you were 2 minutes ago. You're not listening to me, he shouted. This is incredible. Incredible. He just doesn't care. Judge Goldspring said, your cavalier approach to the severity of these proceedings is breathtaking. What does cavalier mean? Chu interjected. Incredible. I think he's going to get banged up.
Deservedly so.
When police went to his address to see if he was isolating, his brother's girlfriend answered the door and said he was not living there. She didn't know where he was and was not where he had coronavirus. Oh, this is just hilarious.
Someone needs to make Goon top trumps. That's funny.
Goon top trumps would be fucking amazing.
That'd be very funny. Players connecting.
Uh-oh.
Oh?
Yeah, back to the lobby.
Oh my god, my screen is like space. What the fuck?
Just go back to lobby. It's normally some of the spectators failing to connect, but we'll see. Come on. It's not going to work this time either. Alright, we'll find out who's failing to connect and kick them. Back to the lobby. Oh, Plague says it's him.
Oh.
Maybe Plague needs to restart his computer.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello there.
Workende, we can hear you. Plague? Josh?
Connect to your second Wi-Fi, mate.
By heaven, man, we are turned round and round in this world, like yonder windlass, and fate is the handspike.
What's that?
Moby Dick.
Oh. I'm not a very learned man when it comes to literature.
I got it off Twitter.
I see.
Plague?
It's just bloody gone.
I think he's had to restart. Fucking Reg is jumping in and demanding an ETA. Shut the fuck up, Reg. Alright? You're just a goon. Play cast these games for you idiots' benefit. He's trying to help you. ETA? You got a lot on? Fucking, it's nearly 10 o'clock.
I do have an essay to write, to be fair.
Uh-oh. Matrix
That's what Reg is
Resurrections.
just looking out for me.
Matrix Resurrections gets 2 out of 5 in The Guardian by Peter Bradshaw.
You know, I could have fucking guessed that. Although The Guardian did rate Clarkson's Farm 1 star, so they can suck my fucking
Oh,
dick.
did they actually?
They did, yeah.
Well, that
On the original review was 1 star.
Well, that can fuck off. It was brilliant.
I remember,
I
like,
hate
as
Clarkson as much as any other right-thinking person, but that is a
amazing.
great show. That
Yeah.
is a great piece of TV.
No, I was so upset. My mate told me that, and like I'd been looking forward to Clarkson's Farm since the day it was even, existed. And he told me that, and I was so put out. But then watched the first episode, and I just thought, what the fuck are the Guardian even talking about?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello. Can you get back in the? Are you in the lobby?
I'm in the lobby, yeah.
Okay. Shall we try?
Yeah, give it a shot.
Reg demanding an ETA. Give me the right hump. That has.
Yes, you know that in the little bottom left of Discord, where the green bars are, that was saying 5,000 MS.
Yeah, that's not good.
Something exciting was going on down there.
Oh, there we go. We're in. What did I think of June? I really enjoyed it as a spectacle. I thought it hit a lot of the right notes. But did you watch it, by the way, Greggrs?
Yes, I think people that rave about it need to wait for the second one. I think if the second one falls flat, then this is.
I'd be surprised if it did. I think there were a lot of little touches they added that were fantastic. I thought it was good, but I'll be honest with you, they left so much of the stuff that I really loved, like on the cutting room floor. And I know that as a fan of the book and of like the first film,
Yeah.
I'm all you're always going to say that. But there were characters that were really interesting that we instead of having room to understand them and find out about them, it was too much of his visions.
Yes.
Too many Paul visions.
Yeah.
And I get it. He's the chosen one. He's going to see Zendaya at some point in the film. I get it.
Yeah.
But it's just like, where is Tufahawa? Where is Peter de Vries? Where is fucking Duncan Idaho? Which is like, we get most of him, but he's like a marginal character in the book. Like a very marginal character in the book.
I can't speak for the book as I've not read it, but I felt like I feel like I need to watch it a second time to give a proper opinion. But on my first viewing, I thought the supposed big moments fell quite flat for me. It was an incredible spectacle, obviously, but it just felt like the big moments weren't there. I felt really disconnected from Rebecca Ferguson's character because all she did the whole film was cry in every single scene.
Which is also weird because she's meant to be a kind of super tough, like Bene Gesserit witch, basically, who's like very, very powerful and they control their emotions. The whole point is that Paul and her control their emotions
the whole time.
Yeah,
she just cried. And it.
So one of the things is that they were saying is that a lot of the stuff in the book is internal monologue, a lot of internal monologue, which apparently is like not a good thing, but it works because the point is then they dare not talk to anyone else about these things. She does cry in the book. She absolutely does cry in the book. But the thing is, if that's all you're going to show Strange Mutant, you kind of have this character who doesn't seem strong when she is incredibly strong. Like, she should be strong. So I just feel like, I thought the scene with the box scene where he puts his hand in the box was good, but I think the original did it better. I feel like, I don't know, I just think the David Lynch one hit a lot more of the right notes, whilst being probably arguably a worse movie overall. But it seemed to have more stuff in it. Like, I feel like the Baron and what he was up to, we didn't get to see why the Harkonnen are so fucking brutal and unpleasant. A lot of that was glossed over. It's just kind of, I don't know, I feel like they missed a lot of stuff in favour of very wafty desert shots and visions, which was a shame. Too much of that. Needed more of the characters.
Very Denis Villeneuve, though,
but Arrival wasn't like that. I feel like
I agree.
Don't you think that? But with Arrival, there's essentially two characters. You've got Amy Adams and Jeremy Renner, and it's the relationship between them and her and the aliens. And then Forrest Whitaker's, general or whatever.
Yeah, he's not gonna matter.
Yeah, but it's like we only really need to know about her, and her visions are very important to the film, vitally important to the film. And I just feel like it could be a little less cinematic and look, you know, sort of, you know, like literally the director of photography just wanking about how beautiful these shots are. A little more about some of the peripheral characters. That's what I would have liked, because they're so interesting and important, and it's all about that core intrigue and sort of all that. It would be better rather than just sort of, you know, too much sort of geography, not enough humanity.
I'm gonna call out Yoi for cringe spoilers there.
Yeah, Yoi, don't be a dick, mate. What are you doing?
Dire team ban.
That's like getting upset for people spoiling Lord of the Rings. Some people haven't read it.
The point is, it's a 50-year-old book, but it's a now movie.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to have read the
Who
book.
have not interacted with the book.
Yeah.
Who are now going to be seeing the movie for the first time.
I mean, I want people to enjoy Dune. Hopefully, you know, they'll watch the movie, maybe they'll read the book. But there's no need to fucking spoil things. Just chill. Like, why are you gatekeeping that? Fuck off. Well, the book's been out for you should have read the book. What kind of nerd are you? Your credentials are in question. It's not like you're spoiling the end of the Bible, for fuck's sake.
Radiant team
Yoi, has the Titanic come out in the last 3 years?
Also, Titanic was literally a historic event. I don't know if you know, but Dune didn't actually happen. Dune isn't real. A lot of people I know have not read Dune. Techies.
Techies versus Arcwater.
Who's it going to be?
10 seconds remaining.
Paracore, that's what I hope.
Oh my.
5 seconds.
It will
remaining.
be. I think I've seen Barakor play techies many times.
Actually, don't say
Yeah.
that, Greg.
He picked it in one of my games, I swear now. He was really not very good.
Who? Varakor?
Barakor techies.
That doesn't
yeah.
surprise me.
But I'm pretty sure I played one game with Barakor and he did pick techies in it. It could have been
Of all the heroes I
Shropshire.
think that are good against Clockwork, against techies, Clockwork is not ranked among them.
Why so?
Someone who suicidally throw themselves in, regardless of what might be there.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, but if you can get on him, he can't do any of his shit.
5
The suicide cast animation is so long. So long. The thing is, he is an actual 4-star buyer, but...
I'll run bets for the lads, don't you worry. Unless someone's already on it.
Radiant team ban.
Oh, the last one was paid out. Who won last game? It was
Dire.
the Pyrion,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
PL.
What's your favourite Christmas alcoholic beverage, Ted?
Bailey's.
Mulled wine.
5 seconds.
Mulled wine, really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I drink mulled wine if I'm outdoors. But I don't like it indoors.
I don't like mulled wine. I really don't like it at all. I don't mind Bailey's, but I like the special Christmas chocolate Bailey's.
Well,
That is fucking
that's what I
amazing.
drank the other night, Gregory.
Yeah, the Christmas chocolate Bailey's is so fucking good.
But that to me is a Christmas drink, Bailey's.
Yeah, Bucks Fizz is... I fucking
Oh.
adore Bucks Fizz.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Bucks Fizz as well.
Bucks
Yeah.
Fizz,
But I drink that all year round. I don't need fucking
mate,
special
yeah,
occasion.
no, at Tesco they've got it on club card at £2 for a 1 litre bottle. And literally I bought at uni to last me because I just fucking love it. So I bought 2 crates to like last me.
This name is not compliant with
Into
our,
next
our
term as
content guidelines. What's wrong with the name?
What name?
The name of the prediction I'm trying to start. It's who's gonna win, and it says this name is not compliant with our content guidelines. Twitch.
Say who will win. Don't put an apostrophe in.
I've taken out the apostrophe.
Maybe because you're talking about the who, they think you're having to go at the
Oh,
world.
maybe it's because I call one of the predictions is KBJ's shite team. So what if I change it to KBJ's bad team? There we go. It was the shite. Okay, you got 5 minutes.
Oh my god.
They're not too big a deal, Eagle. They're not too big a deal.
All right, here's an issue that I have with this review about the Matrix already.
10
A vivacious and underrated sequel, The Matrix Reloaded, appeared in 2003. It was neither vivacious nor underrated. It was fucking miserable.
I think it popped on my phone a Guardian review of the new Matrix, which I think it was like 2 out of 5.
Sorry,
And I think
you
the
weren't
tag-
here when we were talking about it,
Yeah,
were
you
you?
weren't here. Ted was talking.
We
Oh,
literally,
we talked about that.
that's what I'm reading
Yeah.
from. Yeah. And we were discussing the 2 out of 5.
You've seen Clarkson's Farm, right, Plague?
I have seen Clarkson's Farm, yeah.
I was telling Ted the original Guardian review of Clarkson's Farm was 1 out of 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes,
God.
genuinely, yeah. Yeah, I believe they did a second one that was probably a bit more favourable, but that was the first one was a 1 out of 5, and I was fuming.
Eight burning questions raised by that Downing Street garden photo.
What are some of the questions, if you don't mind me asking?
How do you endure 17 of your husband's staff colonising your garden for an important work meeting? What is the correct wine and cheese pairing for an important garden-based work meeting attended by a baby?
Yeah, nice.
What is the man who appears to be the Prime Minister's principal's private secretary doing with his arms?
10 seconds remaining.
So I know some of these guys. A friend of mine works as a civil servant, and
Yeah.
he's a lovely lad. I was at school with him. He's a good lad. And you often see him in pictures with Boris. It's quite funny to see his little face popping up, looking concerned or looking pensive or looking anxious or whatever. It's funny to see him there. I've not spoken to him in years, but I know that these parties and this sort of, one rule for us and one rule for them, they live in a bubble, this lot. Like, they really do. They do not know how things work at all. And whatever minister is put in charge of whatever department, they don't have a background in it. They're not an expert. They know nothing. Like, what makes the government run is the civil service. Like, 100%. The ministers come and go, and they don't need to know anything. And in fact, I think they probably come in and fuck things up by demanding, we have to do this. And the civil service ties it all together. Do I sometimes wake up at night sweating knowing that Boris is a prime minister? Nah, they're all fucking useless. They're all useless. I've given up on politics completely, sadly.
I can't help but feel like this is a really, really miserable Arc Warden game.
PL is one of the hardest matchups in the game for Arc Warden.
Like, they just have so many ways of getting on top of it, which is of course not what you want.
Yeah. I mean, we got Guthers Morph, so.
To tell you who does have a good time against PL, it's PA.
Yeah,
Battle Fury crits and Fan of Knives shred through.
Fan of Knives is so good.
Through
Yeah,
PL.
I'm not lost hope for Radiant because they do have PA who's fucking jacked at the moment, and also I think if Mars can do a good enough job of basically just being a wall for his Arc Warden, then and they have a lot of shit to protect him. Actually, it's doable for sure.
Yeah, I watched Yes Minister and Yes Prime Minister, of course. They're great shows.
Best political show is the thick of it. By a mile.
Agreed. Did I tell you I had to go into Portcullis' house and talk to them about esports?
Yeah.
No.
I've told Plague about it. So this was a few years ago. My dad was over. We went to the pub for lunch, and I popped in there for a meeting because a friend of mine, her husband, was working as a civil servant for the media and sort of digital department.
Yeah.
And they know nothing. Like, the questions they were asking me were like the sort of question, and these are young people. They're asking questions on behalf of the department, on behalf of the minister, about gaming and esports and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know. They don't know anything outside of literally how to be in government. They don't have a wider understanding of things. Even if it's their department, they seem to know very little. They're always behind the curve and catching up and just trying to sort of help. There's no sort of proactive stuff. They knew nothing. They didn't even know what esports was. I had to tell them what it was. And they're like, people play video games for money. Like, those are the kind of questions. I'm like, this is your department, guys. Like, this is not nothing. This is crazy. Like, surely you must have some fucking nerds knocking about you could employ.
30 seconds.
But they don't. I don't know. It's bizarre. So no, I don't think much of it, to be honest with you.
Morph mid, is it? Yep.
I think there are some departments where they absolutely fucking know a ton. But anything new is just like... New technology, in particular, is like a mystery. Varicor Lion. Reg PL.
Who's on the techies? Heretic. I see.
I don't think I've seen a techies in Inhouses in some time. I'm intrigued.
I've never seen a heretic techies before.
No.
To be quite frank, Greg, I'm doubting you've seen a Varicor techies. I think you just
No,
you just associated it together.
I really think I've seen a Varicor techies before. I had a quick glance at the lanes. I think mid should be won by Morphling.
Yeah. I mean, he does need to be careful.
Indeed.
But, I mean, the thing is, the Wraith Spirits actually move so slowly, the Spark Wraiths, I should say, that you could always just morph strength.
Yeah. I don't know what I'd think about bot. I think maybe it depends. Kyle's not going to buy any sentries. That's for fucking sure. I think bot lane's dependent on if techies is actually any decent. Personally.
Who was I played with as Sankin the other day? I think it was Jake. Took Caustic level 1, and then I think Burrow Strike, and he was like, this lane's really hard. Robin's a melee hero. I was like, if you'd taken Sandstorm, this would be so much easier.
I remember Bob used to go Caustic first, and Miles used to be very, very upset.
It's obnoxious because, yes, it's annoying when it pops, but the problem is, first of all, you need to make sure you get the last hit. In the old days, when it was even on denies, then absolutely. But the problem is now, if you get Caustic level 1, you have to make sure you get that last hit. If you can't, you just kind of fucked.
Actually, I take back what I said about mid. Guthers is getting slapped up.
Ari has just dropped a wonderful stat on me that, despite Greg's praise for Guthers, he has played it 6 times in the in-house and he has lost every single time.
So,
wow.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, I'll take it back already.
Oh, last hits. So it's 7-1 for Mars here, who's having a great time.
This is the thing why mid-morph is not really in vogue anymore. He needs level 3 to do anything.
Right.
And most of the heroes he plays up against don't need level 3 to do damage.
Right.
Like, this Arc Warden has just been bullying him, because until level 3... And level 3 is like the bare minimum for what a Morphling needs to survive.
He's struggling.
He's still not going to excel.
He is struggling.
He's also just, like, ridiculously outranged by the Arc Warden to the point
It's unpleasant.
Yeah.
This is the one good thing, though. Well, he fucked it up.
Yes, he didn't shift properly.
He fucked it up so bad. What?
So what are you meant to do?
Well,
If when you shift, it shifts a percentage. It doesn't shift so when you shift down to your minimum,
right?
It's like dropping items. It shifts the percentage of health. So you shift down to the absolute minimum, pick up the water rune, and then shift back up, and it's a lot more HP. What he did was start shifting up, pick up the water rune, panic, and shift back down, and lose all of the progress he made.
Yeah. I think
Clockwork could be in trouble here.
I think he ran out of mana to be able to shift all the way down. Was the issue, Plague?
Maybe.
I think.
Where's PA?
I'm gonna try and cut him some slack.
How are the creeps all
Yeah,
the
I
way
think
back
that's true,
here?
actually, but it's still funny that he kept shifting down after it's done.
Heretic's still level 1, by the way.
Well, that's what Techies doesn't. Techies doesn't do jack shit anyway.
But with no bombs to place, he actually does nothing.
The embarrassing part is that he's still level 1 and PA and Sanking are basically at the same level. That means something's gone really wrong.
Yeah.
If you're level 1 on the support, you need your core to be a lot higher level.
Is Heretic gonna have a little fight to the death here?
He's just gonna commit suicide. And such is the Techies way.
Such as Kyle still not bought a sentry yet. Does Zoe have it within her?
Why aren't they stunning this guy and then suiciding?
Heretic. There we go.
There it is! There it is!
Is Zoe the kind of person that would hound Kyle to bring a sentry to lane?
No.
Did Kyle also just pop 3 mangoes there before death?
Quite possibly. Given that he starts with 6 and he has none right now, I'd say it's
I think he panicked and popped 3 mangoes.
That's hilarious. 16 games, and he's 5-11. on Morph.
No, that's Super Duper Noob.
Oh,
That's
really?
Super Duper Noob's entire
Oh my God.
entire stat history over the what was it, 83 weeks of in-houses.
I've played a decent
Fine
amount of
level.
games with Super as well, you know. He used to be like a fairly regular in-houser.
Dire's middle tower is under
As you can see, they still do not have a sentry, no, as
Yes.
the match has just gone in for this.
So we fucking scream at this man who's also about to die.
KBJ's dead.
Again.
KBJ's dead.
Yeah, KBJ. Like,
Stun him!
There's not a stun going on here. Yeah. Doesn't even have to suicide. He's gonna do it anyway on nothing.
God, these
Look at
guys!
He's got sentries. He's got
Has he?
sentries now.
It's like they're living in
It was a tactical death.
a world where time has no meaning.
So he's bought boots. I'm gravely disappointed at the lack of Battle Fury Rush.
Dude, your Battle Fury Rush is so fucking bad. At least get brown boots, brother. It's so bad.
But when you get the 10-minute Battle Fury,
I mean, I don't like going treads before Battle Fury in most games. Like, I would disagree with doing that, but at least get boots.
it's just too much fun.
Do you know what hero I haven't played in a while that I want to start playing again? It's Bloody Windrunner. I have not played that hero in so long.
Oh God.
And I was a verified winner on that hero.
Is that right?
I remember you won me 1 or 2 games.
Get more spark
on
rates
POS
down.
4. A really, really good POS 4 win.
Just get more.
Yeah.
Keep going with the spark rates. What can he do? The fact these things don't get hit.
Placed, he's just fucking dead. Oh, yeah, bait into the mines. Bait into
Oh
the mines.
no, they know.
Kyle-
They read it.
Kyle's just gonna
KBJ
follow.
doesn't.
Oh!
Kyle, I was really worried.
A stun then. If the moment he sets it off, if you stun him,
Then,
ah!
why not?
He can get a
That's
salve
so
for
annoying
Madge.
to deal with as a carry. You just
Yeah.
lose all your HP and you don't even get any satisfaction.
Oh, Kyle.
They're running low on resources in the top lane. Yeah, Action Dan's gonna fucking die.
Oh what?
What happened?
Hellboy just died mid 1v1 to Guthers. He must have mismicroed that because his spot. He died here in the middle of the river, and his spark wraith was under the tower. I think he mismicroed.
Oh no.
I mean, I can't say for sure because I wasn't watching, but it must have
Yeah.
been something like that.
No, I think my original prophecy was maybe correct, and Guthers is just a god.
You can't just keep changing it. You gotta stick to something, right? You can't stick to writing essays, can't stick to predictions. You gotta commit to something in your life. Oh, I was about to make a really brutal joke actually. I'm glad I fucking backed out of that
Yeah,
one.
you fucking too fucking right. 6 on Action Dan now. You can just kill
He's gonna be
Varicor,
killing
maybe.
Varicor real easy here.
It depends. Varicor doesn't have a level in Hex, so he actually absolutely can, yeah. Oh! Oh!
Oh, the Clockwork Cogs!
Oh my God.
that's so
Tip
miserable.
him. Tip him.
Oh, that's so sad.
I honestly would not have expected that interaction to be quite that dramatic.
That's unbelievable.
Like, he really, those cogs shoved him way out. He just didn't need to do it. Like, he was dead.
What's going on?
What?
I can't figure out what's going on in the bot lane. What's that next to the enemy team sent? Oh, it's a stasis trap.
Yeah.
I was like, I couldn't fucking click on it for some reason.
This bot lane. Oh, look at
Oh.
KBJ
Oh.
again. He's so bad.
He actually has a
Oh, what a
really
lad.
important job this game as well, is what's really
Yeah,
sad.
he has to shut down the Morphling.
Yeah, he does.
They're relying on him.
Oh, this is just
Yeah.
hilarious.
No, like, cause he can honestly in fights when if he can just put down shit on top of his Arch Warden, when he's getting gone on, like he can win fights for the team. But I really don't trust him to do it.
Oh my god.
He needs a Mask of Madness on Guthers. I don't know. He's buying so many items that aren't Mask of Madness.
Morbid
Not
Mask,
Mask of Madness. Morbid
Yeah,
Mask. Yeah, thank you. He's buying so many items that aren't Morbid Mask. It's quite upsetting, to be honest.
God, it's got
Yeah, I agree.
18 armor at level 8. That's nuts, isn't it? With that Agi morph.
Classic full agi, yeah. That's what Terrorblade gets just normally, so...
And Bounty Hunter. Why the fuck does Bounty Hunter have so much armor? Fuck that shit.
Why is Bounty Hunter so tanky in general? The new shard, he's
I know.
unkillable.
Yeah.
He's a bell end.
Yeah, the lad's still
Yeah,
owns the
Sips.
feed on that
It was
area,
because Sips is playing it.
And Hoz.
And Hoz, of
I'm
course.
sure
Or
it'll
Stob.
all out in chat now.
Oh, here we go.
Do you want to make any bets on if Hoz is here? Exactly what comment he'll make? Greg?
It doesn't even need
I
to.
did very well the other day. My
No, it's
No, it would say, what's that? Greg, women.
that's all he's done for like the past 3 weeks. Anytime Greg talks.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh my god, he got out.
That's really bad for your boy Mars as well.
That's 2 ultis and no kills.
Yeah.
What a bounty! So many souls.
I don't know.
Was occupied in the jungle, so hasn't really made much use of the absence of Mars.
Barracord just tried to drain Kyle of mana. He has so little mana it lasted like a picosecond and ended because he was just out. That's so fucking funny.
This is bog standard for the lads. They have no mana. They're just gonna walk about and wait for the passive gold to tick up until they can get mana boots. It's just so horrible to see. Like, he's not contributing, he's not helping get any kills, he's doing nothing. He's literally a right click. He's 59 damage.
Eri just sent me his chat logs, and like his last 2 messages are just. Oh wait, no, actually no, that one isn't. To be fair, his most recent messages.
Match? Yeah.
It's amazing.
Oh, a tip!
Done in this. Oh, I like that. It's amazing how well Zoe's done in this lane, considering KBJ as her support. But at the same time, Sanking has techies as a support. So, like, it was actually just a 1v1 in many ways.
You go, Guthers. You fucking go, bro.
He might.
No, like
Yeah,
he's got to the point
queue,
now. If he would have had
queue.
the mask earlier, I actually think there's not really much. Hellboy just can't really be in the lane, but he's doing a lot of external farming on the morph, so he's
Oh, the techies.
Christ.
What did techies do?
He just jumped in on mid to fuck with him.
Yeah.
Now, I know opinions. I actually, in many ways, I don't rate Midas and Arc Warden anymore.
Why not?
Really?
I think if you just get Maelstrom and Boost of Travel,
Match? They can see you,
my
brother.
God. Action down.
Not gonna make a difference.
Action down with a criminal miss of a spear there.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Also,
Oh, hello.
What?
Not the
Ooh, this is
target.
brave.
Not the
This is very
target.
brave. There's no mana. Oh. He keeps.
Maybe they'll kill Madge.
They definitely can. No one's running over to help Madge.
Dan can W him and kill him right now, but he doesn't seem to.
Woo. He
Okay.
didn't know they had vision down.
Dan's buying a blink.
Oh, Varricor's dead.
Boots. Interesting. Yeah, Varricor's dead.
Can they get Reg? They
It's
can't.
200 gold. 200 gold to Reg on the Arc Warden illusion feed. Though. That's quite nice.
Yeah.
Don't want to miss out on that.
Radiant's middle
He's
tower
going
Yeah,
for a glimmer.
But yeah, Dan has got an interesting queue of items. He's got a blink on the way on the courier, but he's deciding. Well, his queued items suggest he's going to be building a Crimson Guard.
No, sir.
Which does intrigue me.
I'm sure he's just got that queued up and then he's going Blades of Attack. I hate this fucking tank Mars that the lads insist on going for. Like, just build fucking damage, homie. Get in there. Blow people up. Can own them.
How close is Zoe to Battle Fury? Zoe's actually pretty decently close.
Dire's middle tower.
Varricore coming down
They are
here.
attempting
This is
to gank her
problematic.
right now. Oh yeah, Zoe's dead.
Yep, but it took 4 of them.
Dire's
did.
top tower is under attack.
Dude, they're gonna get the tower though. That's
Radiant's bottom
Yeah.
tower
I think
is
that's
under
quite
attack.
nice. No fort used.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
I don't know. Rushing a fucking Crimson. Ugh. I fucking hate
NZ's
Crimson
right.
God.
Why is Morph going Manta style first?
For the flux.
Dude, if he gets an E-Blade,
No,
he just
it could
one-shots
be.
Warden.
It could genuinely be. I mean, it's very greedy, but I think if you manta and press
No, he is not pulling that off in a million years. I will bet you £100 right now he is never pulling off the disruptor escape. I mean, he might be able to manta dodge glimpse.
I don't mean waveform. I think he might be able to shift strength with a mana click.
No,
it feels fucking
I'll bet you
great,
50 quid right now that he would never.
He's downgraded to 50 from 100. Interesting.
Because I thought he was talking about the waveform.
No, waveform's got too much of a cast point. That's far too much of a cast point. But no, because like the thing is, when you do it with Jug, you just spam Q, but you can't really just spam the F because chances are you'll probably toggle it on and off. If he is going for that, it's fucking so Chad, but like...
All I'm saying is
wow,
it's
Kyle.
bad, and he should get an E-Blade.
Kyle very dead. Action Dan coming in, misses the stun again. Techies gets his suicide off.
More TP.
Trouble for Action Dan, clipped.
Right.
They get two.
That's a dead Hellboy.
Hellboy also dead. This is a disaster.
It is.
What Zoe's doing right now is bad. This is a no Battle Fury attempt to farm this stack.
Oh my god, what am I watching, Zoe? Please.
This is
I think she's trying to get the 100 gold to then go and buy the Battle
She's
Fury,
got it now.
She's
got it now.
There are more efficient ways of doing that for sure. Oh, now she can't even buy it.
Don't buy it.
I thought. Oh,
no,
Kyle.
they're gonna.
Kyle, what are you doing? Oh, Kyle, what
just
the
revealed
fuck
the
have you
stack.
done? Yeah, that is so shocking.
Okay,
Although
well, they have to
it's
fight.
gonna
Oh, hello!
be the team to fight for this. Yeah, the enemy team are all gonna, not all gonna die, but.
Alright, this actually turned out to be very pog.
Zoe
Has the
is-
Battle Fury now. Oh my god!
Oh my fucking
What
god.
fucking dinosaur killed him?
Oh my god.
KBJ is a disaster of a player, isn't he? Like, there's really no other way to put it.
He's 1-7.
I
Yeah.
don't know
15
why he was
minutes.
fun
Yeah.
striking there. That was so fucking criminal, to be honest.
You know what change I want to bring back into Dotes? Bring back the Ancient Prowlers.
No.
Those fuckers can do one.
Fuck.
Bring back Ancient Prowlers.
Too many fights were won because someone got prowled.
The Age of Prowlers were disgusting.
If you want to kill the stacking meta, you got to bring back Prowlers. There's no other way.
Nothing
else they've tried.
That's so true, actually.
But the Prowlers, they killed stacks for like a year straight.
You know what? Bring back the Prowlers, but bring like a less OP version in normal.
No, mate. Fucking all the lifesteal and everything. Bring them back.
7 of the 11 kills for Dire are KBJ. Yep. And
He's
almost-
managing to.
the
die
scoreboard at the
more
top
than
even reflects that, by the way.
He's died more than a Techies, which inherently is a hero that kills himself.
So it is 21-12-21, and it was earlier 21. At 12 minutes past 9, it was 21-12 on 21-12 in the year 2021. It's quite an interesting thing that Munt pointed out. Fascinating, really, in many ways. Very dull in others, but
boring as hell in 1,000 ways, but in one very interesting way, yeah, not bad.
all right. Dust is on Clockwork's courier. He's ready to. He's purchased Dust finally after all this time. Mars should also have Dust.
They're thinking about going on Mad Shop. They have successfully killed him.
Woo! The death slide.
Use your Midas, Hellboy, you fuck. Use your Midas.
3, 2, 1. It's time now.
Motherfucker. Don't buy the item if you're not gonna use it. He's not getting the bots, which is interesting.
Yeah,
I think they're flying out, mate.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, they're flying out.
Yeah.
My bad.
Because what else has he
Glimmer
got?
first on Lion. I actually, I
What's
really
he got?
think Lion is one of the support heroes where you should always be getting a blink.
I agree. It's annoying, but yeah. I mean, the thing is, you pick him, he's an aggressive support. Like, that's the whole point is, the lane is probably going to suck, unless you're up against
But then-
exactly the right lane, but he gets a blink and he can set shit up.
He does have a techies on his team, so maybe it's justifiable that you're like, I have to step up and
That's true.
do the things that
And
his
techies
techies will not do.
is getting a 4-star. But I mean, the thing is, like, once PA gets a BKB, their best bet for killing her is Blink Hex, and then into everything else. Like, you need that.
I think fucking pop. Oh no, thing's about to die. Never mind.
I hate the fact that KBJ is KBJ.pflax. I don't want to be associated with this brand. But in a way, it is also the best advertisement for the Goon in-houses. It's the greatest summation.
Doing Adelens now online. He's queued up.
Oh, hello.
Go on, Kyle. Oh.
Is it worth using all that on a lion? I don't know.
Kill's a kill, ain't it?
Yeah,
I don't think he need. I don't think he needs to use Stack Storm. He probably could have just glimpsed into Connect Field, and then if Mars would have actually thrown a decent.
KBJ's only going to be able to get a few Stack Storms off this game.
Yeah. Also,
so
let's be honest, it's only a 60-second cooldown. It's actually. Oh dear.
Look, here we go. He's dead.
Also fucking dead. Yeah. But Sir Reginald also got dead. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Zoe's here as well. Mars, Sand Kings should die. Zoe should have really. That's unfortunate.
Oh hello.
Oh, look! You can help me do this? This is a lot of chain stun. Guthers has like no damage right now.
Ah!
It's enough. Wow.
How has Varicor had finger this whole time?
I think he has only just respawned in his defense.
Really?
Yes.
Well, he died before the fire ramp.
Yeah, but I'm sure some more time had gone. No?
Respawn, 3-second TP, a slow waddle.
Okay. I thought he was just back. Oh. Because that would have been standard goon play. I look around and there's a lion there with finger up, just running away from the fight. Oh, I didn't want to dynamorph. PL has got, I'd say, halfway to Manta.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I think in that last fight, NPR could have actually saved Hellboy's life if he'd cast his Mega Urn on Morphling.
Yeah.
He chose not to. I think he just forgot the item.
Yeah, it's pretty much the best item against Morph.
Yeah.
But hey, if it hasn't been covered on national public radio, then what can I say?
Exactly. Why? It's such a strange combination of tags.
Leet.npr.
Leet.npr. What a guy. Well, all four, we've seen this story before, all four people converging down on Zoe in the bot lane.
She needs to get the fuck out of here.
Very tanky clockwork.
Good dodge, good dodge, good dodge, good dodge.
Very nice. Varicor had a blink. He's fucking dead. That's all I'm saying.
Heretic, living life on the edge. I don't see a huge number of bombs. Spending a lot of time being one of those do-nothing techies.
Oh, in this fucking tower.
There is the sort of following the river down. There's a swathe of red mines, but not many greens.
Hit this tower. Yeah. They're gonna trade off there, I think.
This is a less efficient trade for Dire, but the oh wait, no, they're TPing out. Oh, he's TPing out the spark, the fucking remnant, whatever that's called. What is it called?
Spark the Wraith? Spark Wraith? Tempest double.
Tempest double.
Oh, they got a kill on KBJ. That's a surprise.
Those are just mines. It wasn't anything else. He just walked up the high ground into mines. Yeah.
For God's sake.
Oh dear.
Guess who's dead?
Oh.
Spear used. They're gonna get Hellboy here for sure. Yeah.
Go on, Varicor, get the finger out.
Oh, he's just.
Oh my god.
He doesn't get the stack off this.
Yeah, he zapped the wrong target. He missed his stun and then zapped the guy that was on full health. Interesting. Yeah. Interesting. Just get a blink, buddy. Don't get this Ethelin shit. Get a blink. Kyle TPing down here to try and steal some of Zoe's farm.
Successfully stealing some of Zoe's
farm. Well done.
Oh.
Walk up there, Kyle.
The problem for the US players against techies is that they don't have the ping.
They don't
really,
have the ping.
Reacting time.
There are mines that you could absolutely.
Oh no!
Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, he's gonna
one more.
Keep going.
One more.
It's like out of safety. I love like the following the mind.
But if he does that and then DCs, I'm on board.
He's just bought his salve to send
he
down.
Move. If he moves, he dies in his mind. This is
amazing.
He's literally shipping out a salve. Oh, it's amazing.
Oh, if only techies had one remote here.
Oh, that is so perfect.
Oh, fight! Action Dan is in trouble.
Oh, no, he's not.
They get Dan. NPR is also going to get caught here, I think.
Hellboy should not be fighting this. What is he doing?
Yeah, this is a disaster. I don't know what is going on here.
Oh, Zoe's fucking dead. Zoe just needs to farm that BKB.
Yeah.
Guess he's still waiting patiently for his sound to tick up.
Please. Oh, I thought he was gonna fucking walk into that one. That would have been perfect.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That was
Who knows why he does what he does? It's impossible to say, really.
Actually amazing, honestly.
It really is just a journey inside the mind of a lunatic.
Radiant's top
So first tier 2 falls to die.
I still love the story of Kyle agreeing to play Dota, and then like people waited like half an hour for him, and then they found out that he'd driven across state lines to go to like a Waffle House or something in the next state over, instead of playing Dota with them after agreeing to do so.
I like the one where he fell asleep while playing it though. I think that's another caster. It might be someone else to be fair.
In my mind, Kyle is a big lad that drives trucks for a living. But just not often. He's very often just slumped in his office chair, doing the accounts, and instead playing Dota and falling asleep.
So, BKB necessary on PA before they fight again. BKB pretty necessary on Awkward.
Oh, hello!
Again. And despite that, a fight beginneth. he just dusted on Kyle.
Oh no! Oh, Kyle. We need like a supercut of Kyle in this game, because if anyone ever asks about KBJ, oh my god, they've gone in.
They're gonna get Guthers.
No, they're not.
Again, he's just not using Spirit Vessel like ever.
No, he isn't. You're right. All right, so you still do not have a BKB, please.
Yeah,
for the love of God.
All right, well that's Pod.
Oh, this is. I'm scared. Every time she throws another dagger, she's gonna go in.
That is within finger range. I really hope that he gets a bit overzealous.
He's trying. God, he's so aggro. He's so aggro.
Oh, he's going BKB next time, Mars. I support.
Yeah.
I mean, when Zoe gets BKB, this is actually really scary for Dire. They just need to get there. Like, she has Deso, Battle Fury. She's going to destroy the PL illusions. If she gets on top of someone, it's really going to be pretty scary. But until she gets it, she just needs to be jolly careful.
The problem is how much Radiant are giving away whilst waiting for this BKB.
Yeah.
All of these fights have been pretty... I think all of these fights have almost always been started by Radiant.
Yeah. And just horribly.
They're choosing to seek out these fights.
I don't know why KBG is stealing her farm. Stop! You're going to do less with it. You're going to do nothing.
That's actually farming.
You're going to do nothing, KBJ. Just stack or something.
How do they not end up just screaming at him, you know?
I don't know.
I feel like I'm a fairly calm person in Dota 2, but this would
tolerant.
drive me beyond mad.
Yeah. What was it the other day that really fucking pissed you off, Blake?
He got very
It was when I
cross.
disconnected in that out game and I screamed cunt
No.
my lunch break.
It was someone like blocked a camp or like.
Oh yeah, I told Rags he was a right cunt because he walked through one of my camps I was stacking.
Oh,
that was funny though. These are some intriguing bombs. I don't think there's enough there to really do anything. Alright, now he's seen you place them, Heretic.
Oh, Kyle's dead. He had a glimmer that whole time, which is a little bit.
Yeah,
you don't even need to say Kyle's dead anymore. You can just assume at any point in time he could die and.
It would be interesting to work out how much, like you can find out at the end of the game, can't you?
Percentage of time he spent dead, yeah.
I mean, he's 1 in 11 in a 28-minute game.
This is just sad.
Uh-oh.
No, why do they go in? Why do they always go bloody in?
Oh, right.
They still... It's so bad. It's just the game management is so poor. Don't worry though, KBJ's back.
A nice
Die
TP
again.
attempt.
Oh, Zoe's trying to jump to KBJ, but KBJ walked away!
Oh, she got 2! Alright, that was actually pretty pog.
She still had a magic wand at the end as well.
Wait, KBJ walked away instead of... He didn't even come in and glimmer her or anything?
Didn't glimmer her, was not in position for her to jump out to him, just left her to die.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Like, he just... It's just so bad. Like, it's not even like... No one else on Radiant has done a particularly bad job. I disagree with some Action Dan's choices to jump in. And I disagree with Zoe turning up some fights. But no one on Radiant has done a bad job. But they're just playing 4v5 the entire game. Look, he might die again to these bombs. Wander over to your left, Kyle. Give them what the people want.
I just don't know what he's doing, like, 90% of the time. I don't know what he thinks he's doing.
He's gonna die top lane. They're paying him.
But if to be fair, if they look for him, this is the best use of his life. Like, if Kyle just runs around and they chase him, that is the best thing he could do. If he wastes more time, if they waste more time killing him than he's dead for, job done. And given that he's level 11 at 30 minutes, I'm going to say if he wastes 50 seconds of their time killing him, that's a net positive.
To put into perspective, though, I said, I disagree with some Action Dan's choices. If you go to fantasy points, he is 0.1 higher than KBJ.
That is incredible.
So he's also having a bit of a shocker, according to Gaben. I don't know if I agree with that entirely.
I mean, he's missed a lot of stuns.
0.1 better than K.
I mean, he's 2 and 6. That's terrible.
True. So someone has just said in chat, what if there's a special LVP, the Kyle Award, for rare occasions?
What, where Kyle out-Kyles himself, you mean?
Yeah, when someone deserves 2 LVPs for how badly they've played.
The KBJ Award.
The KBJ Award, no.
We give it very, very rarely.
LVP.
I do like it. I like it. Like
I think it could have some use.
A very rare KBJ Award. I'm on board with it. I am actually on board with it. Because he is just the worst.
It's really bad.
Like, I played with him a decent amount, and I don't think there's been a whisper of improvement. I don't know what is going on in his head half the time. I don't think he even really thinks about what he's doing. He just has a vague idea about what his spells do, and it's like someone who's... You gave them the manual for Dota, and they claimed they'd read it, but they actually just, like, treated it like a flick book. And a couple of words jumped out at them, and they picked up, like, a couple of key points here and there, but then the rest of it is just a mystery. This is very brave.
I think she got in without being detected, though. But do you know who's going to ruin that? Kyle walking up and sitting underneath a ward. If you see people from Dire starting to walk towards Roche, it's entirely because of what Kyle just did.
And now, yeah.
Yep, look, here they come. Oh, and Clockwise baited them over as well. This is so poor. Oh, it's so poor.
A cacophony of fucking errors.
Oh, I actually... You know what? That's a satisfying kill on techies, but it doesn't change the fact
that was just... They were so close to taking that Roche. And KBJ and the lads literally gooned it for them. What is that? Super Duper Noob says, the gentle version, what did I get the diss on for? So, the Wraith King went Blink BKB, and then was going to build a halberd before the game ended, Soup. And despite the fact that your team was winning for most of the game, you did less damage than him. In a game that was a complete stomp for your team, and you're the carry.
Yeah. We spent about 20 minutes talking about how bad the Wraith King is for doing no damage, and then lo and behold, we open up the end screen and you did less hero damage in the game than he did. Which is just far too funny to not diss on.
Well, this is over.
Yeah, well, we're just waiting for the GG, really. Luckily, there's an Arc Warden to give them a smidge of hope, so they're not going to give up for a long time yet. We're just dying to illusions. This PL
KBJ is dying to illusions and Sandstorm.
Yeah.
Alright, call it. Call it. Call it. I think any team that picks KBJ should be given the strongest player in the pool automatically. Because he is like the epitome of everything I despise in Goon Dota, but also everything I love about Goon Dota. He's a lovely lad. He plays all the time. He's not toxic ever. I've never heard of KBJ being toxic, but he is just the fucking worst Dota player. In a way, winning with him is just an incredible achievement.
It's not like they didn't do that. They've given like Hellboy one of the best. Zoe's on her day very good.
That's true.
They've obviously tried to give
This is actually a good point.
something for KBJ through, but he's too strong for them.
KBJ's power is unbeatable. That's a good ult, though.
Negotiation from down. This is really good. They've already popped the Aegis. Can Zoe do enough damage? Magic's maybe gonna die here. They don't have detection.
They're done. They're done. You're right. You're right. They did have a strong team to try to support this mighty anchor. But the ship sank nonetheless. Is there any doubt in your minds that we're giving KBJ the inaugural KBJ Award?
No. He has deserved it with every step he took this game.
I honestly cannot think of a worse performance in Inhouse recent memory. I actually can't. That it was that bad from KBJ. The one, even the icing on the cake was at the very end when Zoe was about to get Aegis and things were just starting to maybe look up and they could do something. He fucks that too. Like, he literally just comes and takes a big fucking dump all over their one glimmer of hope. And you know he's doing it from a place of genuine attempting to helpiness. Doesn't build Ghost Scepter or anything, just he's gonna get this Ags, like...
How many LVPs is a KBJ award, are we gonna say?
I reckon it has to be worth 3 at least.
I think 3 is a good amount.
My instinct said 5, but that's too many.
Because this is gonna be very rare that we get this out, and I think 3
is really worthy, but that is like
something.
Once in a blue moon, absolutely shocking. Everything you do is bad. That's the KBJ award, and he has to be the first recipient of it because it's named after him. This is, quite honestly, one of the worst performances I've ever seen in the in-houses. Absolutely
I think
remarkable.
The only other thing would be an on to Guthers. I don't think there's really any need for an MVP this game, but he played that lane really well. And he had a hard start to it, and he came back very well.
He did. MPR had that Spirit Vessel. I did not see him use it on Guthers once.
No.
Which is an issue. You got to think about that. But I don't think that's worthy of a diss on. Your whole team sucked, but honestly, KBJ was just a literal saboteur.
Is there a way to look at the scoreboard to see how long someone was dead?
He spent 6 minutes and 21 dead.
6 minutes and 21? How long was the game?
30 minutes, I think.
Oh my god.
But that was only 30 seconds more than Zoe, who spent
Zoe,
5 minutes and 51 dead.
To be fair, Zoe's a much higher level, so
yes,
her
she
death
is.
timers are so much longer.
Yeah.
He's level 13, he's 6 minutes.
Yeah, and he bought 2 books, and he's still level 13. That is just incredible. Absolutely incredible. And this is Lion Ags with only 2 stacks. That is so sad. Oh, this was really bottom of the barrel stuff. Plague, thank you so much for casting these games.
Oh, pleasure as always.
Well done. Well done. I love them because it really is just a glimpse into the absolute bottom of the barrel dotes. And KBJ is it. God bless him. It doesn't get worse than that. But, like I said, he's a lovely lad. Somehow he's Herald 5. I think that's expensive.
Overrated.
I think
he's
that
expensive
is.
as hell.
I actually think that is expensive. But again, this is not his hero. Not on Witch Doctor. He is a liability. On Witch Doctor, he's terrible. But on any other hero, he is a literal liability.
I can't fucking deal with anything of what he did that game.
It was terrible.
When he just TP'd in, stood in Sandstorm for 30 seconds and died to the team.
If someone was to create a supercut of that game, Oh, I would be very happy because there is just something so KBJ about every moment of that game. Him almost dying to those bombs, he pauses for a second.
He just stops out of pure fear.
But the funniest thing is he stops and you think he could walk in any direction, but you know he's going to walk towards the bombs somehow, like a magnet to his soul. He just cannot help it. Oh my goodness. Well, that's that for this week. Plague, thank you. Shout out to Greg. He's left, but thank you to him for casting some of these games. They'll step in last second. I hope next week is our end of year finale, but I will find out. I'll talk to Ashwin and see if he's talking to Ari about that. But either way, I hope you can join me then, Plague. It's a pleasure casting with you as ever.
I can't wait till next week.
All right, dude. I'll see you then.
It never ends.
All right, if you're around tomorrow, I'm about for Dotes, so let me know.
Oh yeah, always around.
All right, peace out, dude. Thank you again so much to Ari for organising these as usual. Thank you to everyone that took part. These are so much fun. I will see you guys tomorrow. But the in-houses hopefully will have an end-of-year review next week, but I don't know. We'll find out. I hope so. I'll see you guys soon. Cheers and peace out.